And welcome in live to the JCT Memorial Broadcast Booth, brought to you by JMTs. We're home, boys.
We're home.
We are home. I'm Wally Harmon alongside Kelly Duvall, Dave England, and surrounded by a host of other help that makes this tick. Holden is our statistician. He's up top in the top deck, ready to go. My wife, Jerry Ann Harmon, our producer at the helm. And, boys, we got it running a little bit late, but, boy, howdy, things are a go. Dave, we're back home in the friendly confines of Birkelbach Field for game number 2. It's good to be back at Birkelbach.
It is great to be back at Birkelbach in Georgetown, Texas. The weather is beautiful today. It's mostly cloudy, 90 degrees. Winds are east at 9 miles an hour, 50% humidity. And it'll cool off to about 81 degrees tonight. But what a beautiful night. And it's parents' night here at Georgetown. And you got to be thinking about all those parents and how much fun it is to see their kids playing football and filling up the stands tonight. I know there's a lot of people going to be here tonight. The road to the stadium is still packed. People coming in. The Vista Ridge band's pulling in. So
it's cool to see you. Talk about parent night. Tyler Duncan, Kelly just going through with his parents. We got to interview him, one of the defensive players of the week. Got a game ball in the Syntex area for his performance on Friday night at Copper's Cove. None bigger than, and we talked about it, and we've raved about it, that big hit, the blindside smash on the quarterback Rodriguez, knocked the ball loose. A beautiful play. And so Tyler Duncan, a name to come familiar with on this Eagle defense.
Yeah, it really is, Wally. And for me last week, the defense was the key. And I enjoyed watching the defense. That's where I had most of my questions about what this team was going to be this year. And defense really played lights out. The offense put points on the board. And you could tell from the coach's interview that you'll see a little while later that coach was pleased. Always things to coach up, but he was really excited about the performance last week.
JMTs brings you the JCT Memorial Broadcast Booth. Each and every game, JMTs provides customized apparel and promotional items to small businesses, schools, and nonprofits. JMTs has the experience and confidence to take on any order. You can visit them at jmts.com, and we're especially thankful for them in sponsoring the JCT Memorial Broadcast Booth each and every week. Back here at home, boys, I tell you what, a good first road win, a lot of good things. But like Coach said on Wednesday night, Kelly, at the coaches show, they're live at the Golden Rule, and what a night it was. What a crowd. Thanks to all the people for coming out. Man, I tell you what, you couldn't ask for a better first week of a coaches show than to be packed. One set of parents came in. You had taken off for the evening, Kelly, and had an engagement to get to. Jerry Ann and I were packing up, and a couple come in, Dave. And they were like, yeah, I guess our son already left. And we were like, was he here? And they were like, yeah, but it was so full in here, we just got a table and had dinner. And they watched the show from their phone in the restaurant because the crowd was just huge. A lot of players coming out. Man, offense versus defense. Trivia was a blast. Coach Griffin reading the questions. 4-1, the offense took a big commanding lead in week 1. Next week, we let them pick. It'll be over the NBA, I believe it is. Mm-hmm. The offense picked the subject matter, so we'll bring up trivia on Wednesday night from the Golden Rule. 606 South Church Street in Georgetown. I tell you what, Cody Hurt, Tommy McCormick. Today, Kelly and Jerry Ann and I went and had dinner or lunch there at Golden Rule today, and Cody came in and he's like, anything you need, you let us know, we'll make it happen.
Yeah.
And it's just, it seems to be, that's how they just do business.
Right.
I've never had a bad experience there. They always make everything right and want you to have it. And every time, the one thing that will stick out is every time you order, the food comes out hot.
Yes.
And you almost have to wait to take a bite. It is so hot. But
and I'm already hungry.
Thanks to the Golden Rule for sponsoring the Coaches Show. We'll be back there live on Wednesday night next week. But now we bring on Vista Ridge, 6A opponent number 2. We were at Copper's Cove last week, sent them back to their locker room at 0-1. Vista Ridge comes in 0-1 under the helm of Coach Chad Scott in his 14th season. They represent 6A Region 4, District 25. A tough loss for them last week. I believe it was Bowie.
Yeah. That
they took a big beat down from. Bowie, obviously one of those teams in the area. But some things that Coach talked about. A quarterback here, an athletic quarterback in Jackson Harrell at the helm in his senior season. He's a dual sports star at Vista Ridge, known for, and a great baseball player as well. And so he's under the helm, a very athletic kid, has a good arm. and does well under pressure and will take off running on you. He's just an athlete.
Yeah.
And so the quarterback position will be one to watch. And it's a 6A school. The numbers are there. A lot of kids, but a lot of new receivers on the outside. But it's still a program that you can't take easy.
Exactly. And they're going to be ready to play tonight. They're going to have something to prove. So the Eagles have to be ready. Hopefully they haven't gotten overconfident from everybody telling them how awesome they were last week. And they're focused tonight. This should be a pretty good ball game, one of the better ones in Central Texas.
There was plenty to coach them this last week.
Yeah.
It was a good, complete game, but there was still a lot of coaching opportunities. So I'm sure they were humbled this week, and they realized they've got another tough 6A opponent this week.
And to talk to Tyler Duncan, when we were talking to him, you'll see that, and you'll hear his number called a lot. He wears number 39, and he floats out there on the end of the defensive line, and, man, he is a nose to the grind, ready to come in and lower the boom. And I asked him, and there's one thing that just stuck out to me as we talk about these new changes in this program. I asked him, what has the effect been of having Coach Nicky come in, his energy, his experience, but coming back, and how have these kids as a defensive team taken to him? And he said the one thing that stuck out, and Jerry Ann and I talked about this the last couple of days after it, he said Coach Nicky, first and foremost, took the time to get to know each of his players. He invested his time and his energy to know his team before ever getting in there and going to the grindstone and teaching this defense and putting the pressure on and teaching them and working them and making them better in a unit to build what he's building here. And so that spoke volumes. You bring in good coaches. You surround Coach Griffin.
Right.
He surrounds himself with great assets, and Coach Nicky was excited to come back. But you love to see the players go, we're glad we have him.
Yeah. And Coach Nicky, I've known him for a long time. He's always been high energy, and that you see that carry over to this defense.
I had so much fun, Kelly, watching him after a interception or a turnover. He would get the ball from the player and celebrate with the player, and actually he would carry the trash can out to the field, and they would throw it in the trash can, and then he would throw it behind the bleachers, the whole trash can and everything behind the bleachers. So we'll try and get some of that excitement tonight for you.
Kelly spent some time with Coach Griffin earlier in the week to get the pregame coaches interview. Let's hear what Coach Griffin had to say as we get ready for tonight's game against Vista Ridge.
Welcome to the Countdown to Kickoff, head coach Chuck Griffin. Coach, thanks for joining us.
Hey, thanks, Kelly. Glad to be here.
Hey, great win this week. I know there's always stuff to coach, but as far as the questions that spectators had, a lot of that got answered. Let's talk about your defense first, then we'll talk about your offense. You had to be pleased with the performance of your defense. Not very much experience over there, but they seem to do a pretty good job. Talk about that defensive performance.
I was really pleased with it. I was really happy. They did a great job running to the football all night. We talk about running and tackling. You got to be able to run. You got to be able to tackle. And they did a great job of that all night long, being where they're supposed to be, getting in the right coverage, getting in the right front, and making tackles. So, man, I'm really excited for them. Our defensive front played really well. Our forward guys up front, man, they made a lot of plays. And when they can do that, it makes everything go a whole lot smoother.
Whenever you see their big number 55 across the line from you, you think he should be able to manhandle anybody, but your front four did a good job of getting around him.
Yeah, we did. And Michael's a good player, going to be really good. Sometimes you get that big, that young, it's difficult. But he's going to be a good player for sure. And we just were able to attack him with some speed and do some other stuff on other parts of the D-line to get out there and make some plays.
And even the depth on the defensive side of the ball, I think your secondary player of the week was Garrett Lloyd. And according to the 2 Deep, he's your second teamer.
Yeah, he was our GTDNA player. And what that is for us is that's a guy who comes in the game like that, whether it's special teams or whether it's a backup role and does well, but is also locked in. He did such a good job of staying locked into the game, was really, you work on the sideline, and those guys need to be involved in the game and paying attention to what's going on in the game and locked in. And he did a great job of that. You can lead on the sideline. And so Garrett did a really good job doing that. So, and you're right. We do have some depth. We've got some guys we feel comfortable getting out there and playing.
And then you've got first year starter, I guess first year on varsity, Landry Leggett. Landry had some great plays, a lot of tackles. Talk about Landry's performance a little bit.
Man, he made several big hits in the game. Did a really good job moving the linebacker. He's been kind of a tight end receiver type kid, and we moved him middle linebacker last year and our last spring. And man, he made a lot of plays the other night. So he's really taken to it and doing some really good stuff.
On the offensive side of the ball, a little kind of a slow start as far as putting points on the board, but really stepped up in the second half. What was the difference in that first half and that second half for the offense?
I don't think really there's any. I mean, we only had 3 drives in the first half, and we scored on 2 of them, and the other one we had a long drive, and we had 1 drive stopping penalty. We had a personal foul, on one of our kids, and really it was just kind of the second one got caught, and that killed that drive. But I mean, that drive covered about 40 or 50 yards. So really, I think the biggest deal was we just didn't have the ball very much in the first half. We scored 2 out of our 3 possessions in the first half. So, I think the offense did a good job. Drove right down, scored on the opening drive of the season, opening drive of the game. And like I said, had a good drive the second half going until we had a drive stopping penalty. And then able to get 1 more score in before half, and that was big. We got a score in before half, and then we were able to get a stop, and that was really big.
So talk about Tucker's handling of the offense. How'd you evaluate his performance?
He did really well. We didn't ask him to do a ton, but man, he got us in the right protection, got us in the right calls, delivered the ball where we were. I think he was 10 for 14. 2 of those, he put the ball in a catchable spot. One was kind of an overthrow on purpose, and the other was just he threw it too far. So I thought he played really well. I think he graded out at 98%. So he did a good job running the offense and kind of running the show.
Not too bad for a first start on
Not
varsity.
too bad. Not too bad.
And that offensive line gave him some time. And they really opened up some running lanes.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we got some kids that help him out for sure. Just, Drayden had a big night with over 100 yards receiving. Marquise had a big night with a bunch of catches as well. Petter obviously had a huge night with 180 yards rushing on the night, and then our offensive line giving us time to do that, and handling the line of scrimmage so we can run the football.
Trevor really did a good job of letting his line open up holes for him, was patient in his runs, seemed like to me.
Yeah, for sure. And that's part of we run a lot of wide zone stuff, and that's part of it, of being able to see that and having a little bit of patience back there. And he did. Andrew did a really good job, and he's a good player. And of course, Broden and Logan Gegelman and Austin Nelson and Ian Sanders and Jordan Arrett, man, they do a great job up there up front, moving people around, get them out of the way. So we were really pretty happy with their performance as well.
We'll have to be happy with. What's your points to work on this week?
I think good teams make kind of their biggest jump between week 1 and week 2, and we set a pretty high bar the first game. The thing I think about that game is we really didn't make too many mistakes anywhere. We had a couple. We let an onside kick get away from us. Had a miscommunication on an onside kick we should have done. And we had 1 turnover offensively, and so obviously we have some things to work on, but really we set the standard pretty high for an opening game. I thought all around we played really pretty good. So now the challenge is to step up this next week and put yourself in a position to have even a better game, have even a better week. And that just comes through preparation, and their attitude and effort this week is to get ready to do that.
So one thing for me that was really noticeable early in the season last year, you and I had conversations about penalties. There were a lot of penalties, a lot of frustrating penalties. You didn't have the penalties this game. That's got to be encouraging.
Yeah, for sure. Anytime you get out there and not have penalties, that's encouraging. We had a few the other night, but the majority of our penalties were effort penalties, which those are going to happen, and I don't get too upset about those. Our guys were working hard and trying hard and got caught with a couple of things, but we didn't really have any procedural penalties, which is really good.
So you got Vista Ridge coming in, first home game of the season.
Yep.
Talk about the Rangers and what you're expecting out of them this week.
Coach Scott does a really good job. He's in his second year over there, and they really look a lot like us. Very disciplined. They play good defense and running the ball. They're aggressive up front. Offensively, they had a good quarterback that's going to sling it around. He's probably their best player on offense as their quarterback. And, he's most dangerous, I think, when he's out of the pocket. So we're going to put pressure on him. So that's a cause for concern because, we made the guy get out of the pocket a lot the other night. So we've got to make sure that while we flush him and move him around, that we've got an answer for him. We got somebody spying on him, that we're staying in good coverage in the back end because that's where he's most dangerous.
His last game was the peanutbutterbowl.com game for you guys, raising some food products for the needy in our area. What got you involved in the Peanut Butter Bowl?
So that was Coppers Cove was involved in it last year. It started with a guy named Stephen Teal, pastor out of San Antonio area. Started in 2016 with the Brandeis Alamo Heights rivalry. Kind of was their first game, and they've kind of been pushing it. And this year there was games all the way down to Corpus Christi, all the way up to Waco. That were taking part in it, raising peanut butter, basically raising food for local food banks. And his goal is to do that. I think his big vision is he'd like for every game in the state of Texas on opening weekend to be the Peanut Butter Bowl, and to help raise food in our community. So for us, that's a really big deal. One of our pillars of our program is commitment. And we talk about commitment, obviously, to each other, to our team, to our coaches, and to our school, those kind of things. But we also we live in such a special place. So we talk about the commitment to our community and the commitment to those who are around us. So anytime we get a chance to serve those who are less fortunate than us, it's a really big deal.
Well, it's appreciated. I got to interview Steve for the halftime show this week. So we played that at the halftime show in week one. But great initiative. And when he told me that y'all agreed, I told him it wasn't a surprise because y'all emphasize that with your players, getting involved in the community.
Absolutely.
How'd y'all do?
Not as great as I would have liked to have had. It's a pretty difficult time being that first week of school. We try to push it to the elementary schools, the middle schools, but man, it's tough that first week of school where everybody getting where they need to be. And, we got to meet the Eagles and fundraising going on at the same time. So it's actually pretty difficult, but I think we probably had about 400 to 500 yards of peanut butter. So that's not terrible.
That's good. That's good. Well, we appreciate y'all's efforts in that. Coach, we appreciate you joining us and going through your thoughts last week and what you're looking for this week. Best of luck this week. Congratulations on last week, and we will talk again.
All right. Thanks, Kelly.
Thanks, Coach. Folks, that's head coach Chuck Griffin of your Georgetown Eagles. More of the countdown to kickoff coming up next. JCT broadcast booth is sponsored by JMT's in Round Rock. JMT's provides customized apparel and promotional items to small businesses, schools, and nonprofit organizations. Our services include screen printing, embroidery, and promotional items. Our game-changing direct-to-film printing allows JMT's to print full-color graphics on your garments. JMT's has the experience and confidence to take on any order. Visit our website at jmts.com or call us at 512-388-5555.
Welcome back into the JCT Memorial Broadcast booth, jmts.com. They are the company to go to, the sponsors of the broadcast booth here on SHN Sports. And Kelly, after the visit with Coach Griffin, you can just feel he likes something about this team. He just has this feeling about him. And you had some studs last year. You lost a quarterback that had been 3 years, all first team all district, who went out on the high horse that you could go out in high school football, 500 yards, 9 touchdowns in a show-out win over a big undefeated opponent in Dripping Springs. But something about this team has his just something different about Coach this year and his excitedness for this program.
You remember the week before the first game, whenever we were meeting, going over things, I told you Coach Griffin sounds different about this team this year. And he sounded different at the coaches show. He sounded different on the interview. He sounds different about this team. He has some confidence that's there after he's gone through fall camp getting ready. And they performed well last week. If they do again this week, you just stay on that roll.
The Vista Ridge Rangers on the north end of the field getting ready to come through their inflatable. The Georgetown Eagles on the south end of the field as the players go through the warm-up. The Eagles tonight in the gray pants, blue jerseys with white numerals and lettering, and the silver helmets. The Vista Ridge Rangers come in what we like to call the Stormtrooper look. All white pants, white uniform tops, white helmets with red lettering, red numerals, red stripes for the Rangers. Your Eagles down on the far end, warming up. The cheerleaders, the Georgettes, ready to go. Here come the Vista Ridge Rangers running out as they'll head north to south, and the Eagles continuing their warm-ups. Things to look at, stats from last week that stick out. You had a couple of players with a lot of tackles. One player on his own had 10 tackles, and we talked about that name before the game even started just because of the legacy of that name in the Georgetown program. And the youngest now, Landry Leggett, 10 tackles on the season, or on the game for Landry Leggett, 9 tackles for Ian Lewis out of the linebacker spot, 9 tackles for Thomas Scholes, a defensive back who also had an interception. So Thomas Scholes showing out in his first start of the season at Copperas Cove. And you see the players getting all excited now as the sign comes up from the cheerleaders. But a lot of players doing good things on the offensive end of the ball as well as you look at Tucker Griffin, and boys, we got to talk about it because Tucker is a new quarterback that is his first year at the helm as a senior. He goes 10 for 14 for 97 yards and a touchdown. He rushed it 7 times for 38 yards. Here come your Eagles. And so Tucker Griffin had a good controlled performance at quarterback to run this. It doesn't hurt that you have a Drayden Dickman and a Marquise Goodwin. Marquise Dominguez out on the outside for you. And then I tell you what more impressed me on the wide receiver end was the amount of weapons available to Tucker Griffin. Dax Lambright, Weston Bruce, Colby Holubeck. Players that just stepped up and made plays that were there, good blocks downfield to allow, one, the running game and Andrew Petter to go off for 170 yards. But then they give options out there for the passing game.
Right. And Coach Griffin talked about it in the pregame. He talked about it in the interview, or at the coaches show, talked about it in the interview. He has so many weapons, and we had second teamers that did some really good stuff. On paper, second team, but they're going to get a lot of playing time.
Andrew Urban,
right,
was a name coach even mentioned. Comes in, has a big sack, a couple of big tackles, and so you're right, Kelly. The depth, this defense, it's going to be fun to watch. A lot of opportunity for these players. Leo Diaz returns in the defensive backfield. Ian Lewis at the linebacker slot, a name you remember. Jacob Faltasek, a nice kickoff return in the up back, but a lot of tackles for Faltasek as well. And we talked about that with Coach. A lot of fun to enjoy in the fact of when you have these dual sports stars in high school anymore. At a 5A and 6A school, it's just not very often. And the Georgetown Eagles have 3 players. Now we look at the captains going out to midfield. Your captains for the Georgetown Eagles: number 4, Tucker Griffin. Number 39, that's Tyler Duncan. Number 64, of course, that's the big man in the middle, Broden Elliott. And then on his outside, on the right side, is number 41, the guy we just talked about, in Thomas Scholes. They represent the Eagles for your ball game tonight out at midfield with the officials. Looking for Vista Ridge, number 44, 15. I think number 10, Jackson Harrell, number 13. We'll try to get those numbers out. Michael Rocha, the senior fullback. Jackson Harrell, the senior quarterback. And then we have number 44, Aiden Cruz, the senior defensive end. And then number 15 as well in Josh Bruton. The captains there. So Vista Ridge won the toss. They defer to the second half. So the Eagles will start out with possession. They'll receive the opening kickoff here for tonight's ball game. They'll be receiving from the north end of the field. So to start the first quarter, Kelly, what's that do to your offense? You're going to be going into a little bit of a headwind, not much out there, but you can see it down on the field level. The Georgetown flags flying, a little bit of wind on the field level. But you turn around and have it in the second quarter, you'll have the wind behind your back to let Tucker Griffin kind of sling it around.
Really, the wind is the east at 9, so it shouldn't be too much of a factor tonight.
So we're going to go to the national anthem. And so we're going to try the field mic and the Georgetown choir and see if we can pick that up. And if we can, we're going to let them perform it for us. If not, we'll go to a national anthem recording. The colors being presented from the north end of the field by the Junior ROTC program as they bring them all the way out for tonight's national anthem. Got to give a quick shout out here while we wait for the colors and get ready for the national anthem. In all the sponsors that have come through for SHN Sports here this season for your Georgetown Eagle football team. You'll hear their commercials throughout the game, and we want to just give them as many thanks as we can for their support. We'll go live now to the crowd mic to see if we can pick up the choir for tonight's national anthem. And back here in the JMT's sponsored JCT Memorial Broadcast Booth, JMTs.com brings you the broadcast booth this season for Georgetown Eagle football here on SHN Sports. The national anthem has concluded. The colors being removed from the field. What a presentation by the Junior ROTC, the program that does such a great job here at Georgetown High School and Georgetown Independent School District. The team's getting ready to go. The Georgetown Eagles will start on the offensive end. Kelly, the starting lineups for the Georgetown Eagles.
Starting for your Eagles tonight, we'll begin with the offense. At right tackle is number 78, Austin Nelson. At right guard is number 76, Jordan Erat, Jr. Number 65, Broden Elliott, the senior center, will be in the middle of the offensive line. Number 72, Ian Sanders, Jr., he is the right guard. And then number 77, or left guard, number 77, Logan Gegelman is a senior, and he is left tackle. The tight end is number 17, Jacob Weisheimer. He's a junior. Drayden Dickman at quarterback, he is a senior, number 6. Marquise Dominguez is on the outside as a receiver, number 2, the junior wide receiver. On the opposite side is number 11, Weston Bruce. He's a senior. In the slot, number 26, Cody Holubeck, the junior wide receiver. And Andrew Petter is the running back for your Eagles. And again, Tucker Griffin at quarterback, the senior.
The kick return team for the Eagles getting set to take the field. Back deep, you will see a familiar number, a familiar name on this Georgetown Eagle lineup. It is number 6, Drayden Dickman. Up backs from him will be number 2, Marquise Dominguez, who'll be on the far side of the field, and Andrew Petter on the near side. Vista Ridge Rangers getting ready with their kickoff team on the far side as the Eagles wait on the field. 12 minutes on the clock. We're ready to go, guys. Keys to the game. Quick keys to the game before we kick this one off for the Eagles tonight.
Control the ball, control the clock, keep Vista Ridge off the field.
Have another complete game, go 1-0, and move the ball down the field.
You know, I talked to the players, the other night about that. Hey, you're 1-0. You're going into Vista Ridge. What do you look at this as to build on that game? We look to go 1-0 again. We want to go 1-0 at a time. We want to go 1-0 each week, and that was where their focus was. We're not worried about now. Last week, we put that behind us, and we move forward and focus on the Rangers. Getting set for the kickoff. Vista Ridge back. And now the near side official is going to come in, give some kind of sign, and now back it up. And here come the Rangers getting ready to kick it off to open up this ball game. A lot of suspense just waiting for the ball to be kicked off as we wait for the opening game whistle to sound.
Coach Griffin's mom coming in the stands.
And the kickoff underway, and they're going to kick it deep. Drayton Dickman, he'll range over, but it's going to go into the end zone for a touchback. So you quickly see there, Vista Ridge wants nothing to do with the return game of Drayton Dickman. He was about the middle of the field, and they kicked it over to the near side, or the far side numbers. Legend getting into the end zone for a touchback. So the Eagles will have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line from the center of the field. Tucker Griffin will lead the Eagles out and the offense tonight. Beautiful night for high school football.
Is there a bad night for it?
Not at all. Drayton Dickman splits wide left. 2 receivers right. Marquise Dominguez on the far side. In the backfield, Andrew Petter offset. Directly behind Tucker Griffin. He'll stay back there. Snap back. Griffin turns around, hands it to Petter to the right side, up past the 25-30. Follows the blocker up past the 35 and dragging tacklers all the way up to about the 40-yard line. Another borrow for Morrow first down for this Eagle offense. For your mortgage needs, remember Matt Morrow, borrow from Morrow. Borrowfrommorrow.com, a first down on the first play for the Eagles. A nice run of 15 yards for Andrew Petter. 1st and 10 from the 40 on the right hash. Now Griffin splits out to the left side. It'll be the Wildcat formation. Petter will take the direct snap. He'll go up the middle, hits a man at the line of scrimmage, and powers forward for about 3 yards. On first down, that'll bring up 2nd and 7, middle of the field. Felt the power there of Andrew Petter lowering that shoulder.
You know I love that motion, all that movement back there to keep the defense on their heels a little bit, and decent gain on first down. It looked like it was going to be a loss.
2 runs in a row now, a pass out to the outside. Marquise gets it, but he's bottled up quickly, but he gets back to the line of scrimmage. But there's a penalty flag on the field. First one of the night. We'll see what this call is here. The referee backs up. So a big penalty on the Vista Ridge Rangers. A no gain on 2nd and 3rd, but a roughing the passer call against the Rangers. We'll give the Eagles another first down. Borrow from Morrow first down all the way into Vista Ridge territory. The Eagles will have it 1st and 10.
Y'all will be glad to know that Jack Ward is listening in for this game. He missed last week. Jack, we missed you.
Roughing the passer penalty. Moves the ball forward for the Eagles. 1st and 10 from the 42 of Vista Ridge. Split out. Wildcat now. Griffin to the left side. Back to Petter. He'll pitch it into a backfield like an end around to Drayton Dickman, and he'll be dragged out of bounds. Inside the 40, make it about the 38-yard line. So that'll be a gain of 4 on first down. That'll bring up 2nd and 6. So a little bit off of the first Wildcat where Petter went to the left and kept the ball. Now this time pitches it to Dickman on the end around. And he picks up 4.
Well, last week we saw him put Dickman in motion and get him the ball at full speed. They did it again this week, and that's a good guy to have the ball in his hands because he runs a 4.38 40.
Drayton Dickman, the lone receiver, split right. Marquise Dominguez, the far side receiver, slot receiver on the left side. 2 running backs in the backfield. Now Petter will swing out to the left. Tucker Griffin, quick pass out to the right to Dickman, hauls it in inside the 35, thrown down about the 32-yard line, and that should be enough for another first down. We'll see where they spot it. It's either going to be 3rd and short. Nope, they mark it a first down. Another borrow from Morrow first down. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Eagles at the 32. You see Drayton Dickman go up and get that ball away from him, make one man miss, pick up a few yards, and another first down.
Drayton does a really good job and runs a good route, uses his body to fight the defender off while he's going up for the ball. You saw it right there on that play.
2 receivers left, 1 right. Petter left of Griffin. Snap back, he hands it off to Petter. He comes to the right side. Big block on the outside. Breaks him free up to 20. A cutback. Make a man miss. All the way open. Andrew Petter, 10-5. Touchdown, Georgetown. What a play there. What a block on the outside by the offensive line. And Petter read it, cut back, and he was all Petter from there.
I think we're lucky we didn't get a hold on that one, but, hey, we'll take it. That's 6.
What a job there by Andrew Petter. He wastes no time. Getting on the scoreboard. His 4th touchdown of the year. 3 in the first game. And that'll bring us to the G-Town Lumber and Supply extra point attempt. The snap is back. The hold is down. And the kick is good. Aaron Guzman knocks it through. He remains perfect on the season. Georgetown Lumber and Supply, located at 9400 Brown Lane in Austin, Texas. Hometown service like none other. You can visit them at gtownlumberandsupply.com. 10 minutes, 6 seconds left in the first quarter. We'll take a timeout. Your Eagles lead it 7-0. Back with more Eagle football on SHN.
The first quarter of tonight's game is sponsored by Fine Line General Contractor. At Fine Line General Contractor, we are dedicated to meeting and exceeding our clients' expectations in Central Texas. Fine Line offers a wide variety of construction services, including budgeting, design assistance, scheduling, project management, and more. Fine Line General Contractor, committed to building excellence and relationships. Visit our website at finelinegc.com or call us at 512-590-8392.
Back live for the kickoff. The Eagles set up. They'll be kicking towards the south end of the stadium. They lead it 7-0 over the Vista Ridge Rangers. Andrew Petter, a 32-yard touchdown run. His first touchdown of the ball game, 4th of the season. And Kelly, I tell you what, he's gained height and size, but yet that ability to cut back. And, man, he found the open field for the touchdown. They kick to the far side, field at about the 27-yard line. The Rangers bring it up the near side, break a tackle up past 45, 40, or to the 50, out past midfield. And the Rangers with good field position for their first possession of the ball game. It'll be in Eagle territory at the 48-yard line. So special teams on the kickoff was something to watch tonight.
One of the things that Coach talked about was special teams was one of the areas they did need some work on. And, guys leaving their lanes, not staying home where they're supposed to. That's an aggressive thing, which is not necessarily a bad thing. You just got to teach them a little better.
2 receivers right, 1 left for the Rangers. Now the man from the right slot in motion to the left side. Harrell gets the shotgun snap, hands it off in the backfield. A little dance in the backfield, and a gain of about 3 yards on the first carry. On the night for the Rangers, number 11, Isaac Garcia. He'll get 3 yards. It'll bring up 2nd and 7 for the Rangers.
Nice job there by the defense of keeping it limited to a little bit, so not a bad thing.
2nd and 7 from the 45 of Georgetown. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Harrell shotgun snap, turn around, hand it off to Garcia again, right up the middle, and he'll be tackled right about the 39-yard line by Jacob Faltasek. That'll bring up a short 3rd and 1 now for Vista Ridge.
Well, and Georgetown's going to want to do the same, or Vista Ridge is going to want to do the same thing Georgetown wants to do. You keep the ball out of their hands. Ball control is going to be crucial for them.
Quick snap back. Could have been false start on the offensive line. A run at the line, but a stacked up, and it's not going to be enough for a first down. The defensive line, what a stop there. They stopped Garcia right at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a 4th and 1 for the Rangers, and they're going to go back quickly. The ball's set. The offense getting ready to go. 4th and 1 from the 39-yard line. Vista Ridge will get the snap back. They try to draw the offsides. It could have been offside or false start on the quarterback. Harrell leaned back in his pose, waiting for the ball. He didn't get it. But they're not going to call it there. He looks to the sideline. 8:40 left here in the first quarter. 13 seconds left on the play clock. Vista Ridge trying to get the signal in. Harrell gets it. He'll back up. He stands about the 44-yard line. Shotgun snap back. Turn around. Hand it off right up the middle. And he's going to make one man miss, get right to the marker. We'll see if they get the spot. And it looks like Vista Ridge will get their first down of the ball game on a 4th and 1. All 4 plays in that series, Kelly, all to the senior running back Garcia. And he picks up a first down by the nose of the ball. 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. For Vista Ridge, Harrell hands it off. Nope, he keeps it. He's going to go down the far sideline. The ball up. The throw is going to take the receiver out of bounds, incomplete. A good job there on the defensive side of the ball by number 9, Gabriel DeNova. And the throw just drifted a little too far.
That pass was there, or the route was there. Quarterback just didn't hit him.
You felt like they were setting it up 4 runs in a row and then a pass.
Harrell tried to hit the receiver. Looks like number 9, Reese Heffelfinger. And that was incomplete. So 0 for 1 tonight from the pass. 2nd and 10 from the 38 of Georgetown. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Harrell in the shotgun snap, turn around, fake, quick pass out to the outside, and hit immediately for a loss, and what a tackle there. That was Leo Diaz on the tackle, a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 3rd and 12. What a play there by the junior Leo Diaz.
Nice job. And Leo fought off a block out there on the edge and made a great play, so blew that up before he could do anything.
3rd and long.
3rd and long from the 40. Now they back to the 40-yard line. They'll bring 3rd and 12 for the Rangers. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Jackson Harrell stands about the 45-yard line. Running back directly behind him. Shotgun snap back. Harrell about a 5-step drop, and he's going to go long, and he finds the running back wide open on the far sideline. He's hit immediately by Diaz, but that's enough for Ranger first down up to the 18-yard line, so they get in the red zone there. A big pickup there of 22 yards on a 3rd and long.
Well, and that's what the Rangers needed, because if this drive stalls there and Georgetown holds them, that's a big first possession.
So now you go, oh, hey, cancel that one. There was a hold there. So that's going to bring it back, and it looks like it may bring a punt into play here. Let's see what Vista Ridge does. So scratch the first down on the passing play. Now it'll back them up, and now it's going to be 3rd and 22 for Vista Ridge. Harrell stays on the field. 3rd and 22. They're at midfield now. Harrell calls out the signal, backs up. Shotgun snap back. He's going to hand it off right up the middle. The running back hit quickly, a gain of about 2 out to the 48-yard line, and that's going to bring up 4th and 20 now for the Rangers. So they're going to punt here on 4th down. I had it off thinking they might punt 3rd and 22. A gain of 2 yards there, and it'll be 4th and 20. And Vista Ridge forced the punt. What a job by the defense then. They get the benefit of the holding penalty, and now they're going to hold and get the Eagles the ball back.
Well, that 3rd and long like that, the coaches are just hoping that Georgetown's thinking it's going to be a pass and they can bust something with the run. Safe play. Safe play call.
6 minutes, 50 seconds left. Snap back, almost blocked. No flag thrown. They are going to throw a flag there. The ball's going to hit, and it's going to fall into the end zone. It's going to be a running into the kicker if they have a difference here. Leo Diaz went for the block, made contact with the punter. It's kind of a very sensitive flag there. I don't know if you saw it, Kelly.
Yeah, that was nothing.
The leg wasn't extended, and he kind of bumped into him. So we'll see what they call here. It's only got to be a 5. I would assume the 5-yard variety. Running into the kicker. Daniel Obina and the defense stay out on the field. See what they do here. Another 5 yards puts them up, or a 4th and 15. You'd think they're going to take the result of the punt. They may kick it again, but otherwise Georgetown will have it 1st and 10 at their own 20. 6:40 left here in the first quarter. 7-0. Georgetown leads it. Georgetown leads it 7-0 with 6:40 left first quarter. So it is 4th and 15 now, but they are going to punt it again. So 4th and 15 from the 43-yard line. Snap back to the punter. He catches it, puts the punt away, and it's another booming kick. Dickman makes the catch at the 1-yard line. 2-yard line. He lets it go. It bounces in the end zone without it ever rolling. So Drayden Dickman will put the challenge in the hands of the quarterback, Tucker Griffin. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Eagles, and they'll have to go 98 yards here. Dave, not the ideal situation there on that punt.
No, more opportunities for us to call out our sponsors' names each time they get a first down and get in the red zone. That's all right.
So the Vista Ridge drive stalls out, and they pin the Eagles deep. I guess that's why you repunt it right there. It puts them back at the 2-yard line. 1 receiver right, 1 left. Petter in the backfield behind Tucker Griffin. 1st and 10 from the 2-yard line. Now Petter offset to the left of Griffin. Griffin will get the shotgun snap back in the end zone about 4 yards deep. Fakes the handoff. He's going to come out. Now he's going to have to tuck it and run, and does. He'll get up to about the 6, maybe 7-yard line. Up to the 6-yard line, so it'll be a gain of 4. So a good job there by Tucker Griffin to get out of that end zone.
We saw his wheels last year, didn't we, Kelly, when he'd come in there for a spell and run, and you weren't expecting it.
Right. 2nd and 6 now for the Eagles from their own 6-yard line. Petter to the left of Griffin in the shotgun snap. 1 receiver right, 1 left. Snap back to Griffin. He'll hand it off to Petter right side. Good kick out block. He gets up past the 10 to about the 12-yard line. Should be enough for a borrow from Morrow first down. And it is. Andrew Petter, a nice 6-yard run there. A beautiful kick out block by the O-line. And the Eagles pick up a first down. Kind of getting out of the shadow of their own goalpost. 5:45 left here in the ball game. Andrew Petter set back behind Griffin in the shotgun. One receiver left, one right. Here on the near side hash mark. Tight end in motion. Snap back to Griffin. He'll hand it off. Petter makes a man miss up to the 15. Runs over one man. Drags the tackler all the way up to the 18-yard line. That'll be a gain of 6 on first down. Bring up 2nd and 4 now for the Eagles. Quickly back to the line. 3 receivers right now. And a man rushes up the middle. Number 51. Tyler Gilliland shot through the middle there and ran over a couple of offensive linemen. So we'll see what the penalty's on. Petter's backing up like it's on us, and here we go. So it is an illegal snap whistled on Broden Elliott, so a 5-yard penalty on the Eagles. And that will back them up. And now make it a 2nd and 8 from the 14-yard line. Dickman comes far side right. Petter splits out in the slot on the left side. Or Dickman goes right side. Marquise Dominguez comes back to the right side here. We'll get it figured out in a minute. In the backfield, another running back. Shotgun snap, handed off. Up past the 15, up to about the 17-yard line. So a gain of 3 on 2nd down. Makes it a 3rd and manageable. Should be about 3rd and 5 now for the Eagles. Got to get to their own 22-yard line for another first down. Weston Bruce checks in. He'll split to the left side.
I believe the running back was number 22.
It was Andrew Petter. Someone else split wide. It was, I'm sorry, that was Holuback. Cody Holuback had come in. Now Dominguez split left. Dickman split right. Petter on the offside of Griffin to the right side. Shotgun snap. We'll go back to Griffin at about the 12-yard line. He's looking to pass, a little swing pass, and it gets batted down. Nice defensive play there by number 15, Josh Bruton. And that's going to bring up 4th and 5 for the Eagles, and that'll draw a punt. So now the re-punt by the Vista Ridge Rangers pins the Eagles back to the 2nd after kind of a questionable catch of the punt there by Dickman, and the Eagles unable to get anything going outside of their own 2-yard line. They get up to about the 18, 17-yard line, and they're going to have to punt the ball away. So 4th and 5, 4:16 left here.
Something different here. No? Okay.
Guzman backs up to take the snap, gets it about the 2-yard line. The punt off. It'll be fielded about the 48-yard line. The runner slips down, now gets back up. He'll make one man miss, and then he is smashed about the 45 of Georgetown, making the 44-yard line. That was number 3, Tanner Brosey, the junior. He gets about 7 yards on the return, and Vista Ridge, again, for their second possession, Kelly, starts with the ball in Georgetown territory.
Yeah, and Andrew Urban did a good job of covering that down there, but you want to – they flipped the field on that punt. They being able to hold Georgetown, they were able to flip the field.
He does not look like a sophomore. He is a sophomore.
Yeah.
Number 57.
Now the Rangers have it. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Jackson Harrell in the shotgun. He'll turn around, hand it off right up the middle, finds a gap, but hit quickly and taken down at the 40-yard line. Nice tackle by Landry Leggett. And that'll be a gain of 4 on first down. That'll bring up 2nd and 6 now for the Rangers. 3:50 left here in the first quarter. 7-0. Georgetown leads it. 2nd and 6. Harrell gets the shotgun snap. Hands it off right up the middle again. The running back dances behind the line, spins around, and then gets popped about the 35-yard line. And that'll bring up 3rd and 1 now.
This has been a very quick, fine line GC first quarter. And, the time is running out rapidly on this quarter.
Now brings up 3rd and 1. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Tight end to the left side for the Rangers. Shotgun snap back to Harrell. Hands it off right up the middle to Garcia. He's popped at the line of scrimmage and taken down, no gain. That brings up another 4th down for the Rangers. What a job. He jumps up and scoots forward and then says, hey, I made it. No.
You know they're going to go for it because a 52-yard field goal from here, not many high school kickers can pull that off.
Quick snap back. Garcia gets the handoff. He lunges forward, and this time he'll get the spot up to the 34-yard line. And that'll be another Vista Ridge first down. 2:45 left here in the first quarter. Fine Line GC brings you the first quarter action here on SHN Sports. Vista Ridge, another first down up to the I'll tell you what, where the ball is spotted right there was not a first down.
No, it wasn't, because they had to get to the 33.
The 33-yard line. Snap back to Harrell. Fake the handoff. A pass. And it's almost picked off. Leo Diaz drops it. That would have been a big interception for the Eagle defense.
That's why he's a cornerback instead of a wide receiver.
Leo Diaz drops that one on 1st and 10. The Rangers offense has been pretty systematic here tonight. They start each drive with 4 runs and then go to a pass right away. Now brings up 2nd and 10 from the 34 of Georgetown, pardon me. Hand off to Garcia. He comes through, makes one man miss, but he's stacked up right at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that play. Maybe 1 yard now. So that'll bring up a 3rd and 9 for Vista Ridge.
And this is a big 3rd down. I know you hate to say that in the first quarter, but man, if Georgetown get the ball back here and keep them keep them scoreless for the first quarter, that's enormous.
2 receivers left, 2 right. Harrell in the shotgun snap with the running back directly behind him. 2:05 on the game clock here in the first quarter. Now the slot receiver right goes left, 3 men left. Harrell drops back. He's being pressured, slings it out on a wide receiver screen, but he's got to get some yards and does not. What a shoestring tackle there by Ian Lewis.
And a shoulder pad tackle by the wide receiver that was out there. That's what the coaches are freaking out about.
So a gain of about 2. It'll bring up 4th and 7 now from the 31-yard line. Vista Ridge will go for it again.
Kind of almost look for the pooch kick here if I was Vista Ridge.
Well, with the success they had on defense on that last play, you may have a little confidence in your defense, and if you don't make this 4th down.
3 receivers right. Bad snap back. Harrell drops it. He's got to scramble for it. He's going to go deep. He throws it up, but it is an unbelievable touchdown catch, and the defensive backfield for the Eagles has to be mad at themselves. That's 2 interceptions in 1 possession that they let get away from them, and it results in a Vista Ridge touchdown.
Unbelievable play. And that's twice, like you said, Wally, twice where our defenders had their hands on the ball, should have been intercepted and wasn't.
I do not want to talk to Coach Nicky after this one. I tell you what, that's 2 possible interceptions in 1 drive. Harrell had to scramble after fumbling the bad snap, throws it up and gets lucky, and the catch is good for the touchdown. The extra point attempt is up and good, and Vista Ridge ties it up at 7 apiece. 1:14 left first quarter. More Eagle football on SHN in just a moment.
The first quarter of tonight's game is sponsored by Fine Line General Contractor. At Fine Line General Contractor, we are dedicated to meeting and exceeding our clients' expectations in Central Texas. Fine Line offers a wide variety of construction services, including budgeting, design assistance, scheduling, project management, and more. Fine Line General Contractor, committed to building excellence and relationships. Visit our website at finelinegc.com or call us at 512-590-8392.
And we're back here live at Birkelbach Field, all square at 7 apiece. The Eagle defense had a chance to hold there on 4th down, and unable to do so. The touchdown fielded by Marquise Dominguez to kick off at the 11-yard line, far side. Makes a man miss at the 20, and runs into a group of tacklers, but pushes forward almost to the 25-yard line, and they're going to spot him at the 25. Good return there by Marquise Dominguez of 14 yards. And the Eagles will have it 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line for their 3rd possession of the ball game. And Kelly, it's imperative that this offense now changes this momentum back.
Yes. And we talked about how huge it would be if they could keep Vista Ridge scoreless in the first quarter, and it didn't happen. And that was the defense letting Vista Ridge score. It wasn't Vista Ridge. It wasn't really anything they did. We gave up two should have been interceptions.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Eagles on the far side hash mark. Tucker Griffin in the backfield. Offset to the left is Petter. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Dickman, the lone receiver, right. Shotgun snap will come back to Tucker Griffin at the 20. Handed off to Petter. Makes a man miss at the 25 up to the 30. Runs over a defender. It'll be enough for a borrow from Morrow first down up to the 36-yard line. Andrew Petter doing work early for this offense.
Nice job by Andrew there waiting for his blocks and receivers coming in making blocks. That's you got to have everybody willing to block.
And it's something that's working right now, and it's really nice for Georgetown to be able to have that solid running game.
Now 2 running backs in the backfield. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Tucker Griffin has a running back now both his left and his right. Petter will go in motion to the left side. Shotgun snap back. Quick turn. Passes out, and the defensive linebacker read that pass all the way. Thankfully, he's on defense and not offense. He drops the interception. Josh Bruton returns the favor for the Eagles because, I tell you what, he may have had a pick six there.
That would have been a pick six. He got a little excited because he saw that end zone wide open with nobody between him and there and gave us one back.
He read that one well. So now to bring up 2nd and 10 from the 36-yard line. Petter offset to the left. 1 receiver left, 3 right for the Eagles. Tucker Griffin shotgun snap. He'll take it about the 31-yard line. Snap back, fake the handoff to Petter. He's looking deep. Has to scramble to the right side. Throws on the run back across the middle of the field, but underthrows it to Holubeck. That'll bring up an incomplete pass, and now a 3rd and 10 for the Eagles. So the incomplete pass will bring up 3rd and 10. 36 seconds left here in the first half. Fine Line General Contracting brings you the first quarter of action here at Birkelbach Field, the first home game of the year for the Eagles. And a tight one so far through 1, 7-7. Georgetown has it 3rd and 10 at their own 36-yard line. 3 receivers left, 1 right. Petter on the offset side of Griffin to the right side. Shotgun snap. We'll go back to Griffin about the 31 here on the near side hash mark. Straight drop back. He's looking long. Now he's going to come back on the inside, and he's going to make a complete pass up to about the 42-yard line into the hands of Holubeck. That'll bring up a 4th down and about 4 for the Eagles.
Boy, that first drive looked good. Moved the ball down the field nice and crisp. Seems to have gotten away from the running game a little bit.
4th and 4 from their own 42-yard line. Got to get to the 46 for a first down. 3 receivers left, 1 right. Petter offset to the right side of Griffin. Shotgun snap will come back about the 37. Fake the handoff. Quick pass out to the right side. Drayden Dickman gets it, but he's not going to get a first down. He's hauled down by number 1, Sion Allen. It'll be about 2 yards short of a first down, and the ball gets turned over on downs by the Eagle offense. And Vista Ridge back in business. Quick timeout as we have the end of quarter number 1. 7-7 your score after 1. Back with more Eagle football on SHN in just a moment.
Our first down sponsor this season is Borrow from Morrow. Borrow from Morrow, our team is dedicated to providing the best mortgage experience possible. We do that by offering easy-to-use mortgage tools, including our handy mobile app, competitive rates, and assistance from an experienced loan officer. Our loan officers understand the local markets, have access to a wide variety of loan programs, and are ready to guide you through the process. Your family, your future, our focus. For your mortgage needs, remember, Matt Morrow, Borrow from Morrow. For more information, visit borrowfrommorrow.com. NMLS 464148.
And we're back to action here in the second quarter. Vista Ridge has it in Georgetown territory. 3rd time in a row. Now pressure. Harrell has to scramble. He's going to throw back it up. He gets it back barely to the line of scrimmage. But an incomplete pass nonetheless. What a pursuit there by the D-line. Kelly, a different look on first down. They went to a pass, and Harrell pressured like none else.
There's some good athletes on that front line for Georgetown, and they're able to chase him down. Harrell did a good job at throwing that ball away. Not making a bad throw, not making a bad mistake. And where he threw it, the only guy that could get to it was maybe his receiver.
3 receivers right, 1 left. Harrell drops back. He's looking to pass right away, and he throws it up deep. A man wide open, and a touchdown for Vista Ridge. 42-yard touchdown pass from Jackson Harrell. And he makes the pass. Let's see who got the touchdown. Between all the player hugs, you can't see his number. Number 9, that'll be Reese Heffelfinger. A 42-yard touchdown pass, and you talk about change of momentum, quick change. We talked about that with Coach Griffin after the interception by Scholes last week, the quick one-play 70-yard touchdown, and Vista Ridge turns around and punches Georgetown back in the mouth after a turnover on downs. 2-play drive goes 43 yards. Vista Ridge, the extra point attempt. False start on the offensive line, so they'll have to back it up 5 more yards. But a nice pass there from Jackson Harrell to Heffelfinger for the touchdown.
This looks more like a first game of the season than last week did. And last week didn't look like a first game of the season, so sloppy.
That drive took them all of 13 seconds on 2 plays. After the big pass, touchdown pass from Jackson Harrell to Reese Heffelfinger. Now for the extra point from the 15-yard line. The kick is up, and it is good. And the Vista Ridge Rangers take their first lead of the ball game, 14-7, with 11:47 left in the first half. We'll take another timeout. Be back with more Eagle football on SHN.
Construction software options can be extreme and pricey. Introducing Works, a simple and affordable solution for small to medium-sized subcontractors. With features like estimates, progress billing, and change orders, you can easily track project changes in one seamless workflow, all while integrating with the accounting software you're already working in. Works was built by subcontractors for subcontractors. Finally, that tool that meets construction management and accounting needs without the overkill.
Back live here in the JCT Memorial broadcast booth, brought to you by JMTs. I tell you what a blessing tonight as we have our first home game, and we're joined by the owners of JMTs, Omar and Susie Tompkins, join us here in the booth. Sure appreciative of them bringing us the broadcast booth here this year, the JCT Memorial broadcast booth, only on SHN Sports. 11:47 left in the first half. Vista Ridge just put up their second touchdown, a 43-yard touchdown pass from Jackson Harrell to Reese Heffelfinger. And Vista Ridge takes the lead, 14-7. Kickoff, far side. Dickman takes it at the 9-yard line. He'll bring it left, gets a block there, up to about the 25-30, makes a man miss, 35-40. Finally drug down, should be about the 43-yard line. And that's where they'll spot him. What a run there, a 32-yard return by Dickman, and that's why you really don't want to kick it to him. He is dangerous when he gets that ball in an open field. And a nice kick-out block there that was pretty close to a block in the back, but the Eagles with a lot better field position here with 11:39 left in the first half.
So what the Georgetown Eagles needed was good starting position, and we talked about flipping the field a little bit earlier when they held us on that 4th down right near midfield. They had a short field, took advantage of it, put points on the board. But just on that run there, you saw Drayden Dickman and his speed.
3 receivers right, 1 left. Petter offset to the right side of Griffin. Now Marquise Dominguez goes right. Fake the handoff. Nope, give it to Petter left side. Breaks the tackle, gets up past the 45-yard line, up to about the 47. And a whistle blown there as one of the linemen lost his helmet.
Well, and he could have gotten a 15-yard penalty for continuing to.
That's what I was nervous about. I was wondering about that. I was like, uh-oh.
The run by Petter gets up to about the 47-yard line. That's a gain of 4. So a 2nd and 6. For the Eagles, shotgun snap, turn around, hand it to Petter, left side, finds a hole, hits it up past the 50, gets across midfield to about the 46-yard line of the Rangers. Another borrow from Morrow first down.
Wally, keep feeding it to Petter.
I was about to say.
It's
Yes,
working.
I said earlier they got away from the running game.
He wants to run. He's young. He's full of energy. Let him run.
2 receivers left, 1 right. Petter in the backfield behind Griffin right now. See if he moves him to a slot position. He does not. Shotgun snap back. Hand it to Petter right side. Line gets a good block up past the 45. Drives forward. and gets all the way up to about the 41-yard line. That'll be a gain of 5 on first down. And just like that, Dave, if you're chopping, everyone talks about that old running game, 3 yards in a cloud of dust.
Yeah.
Every time Petter seems to touch it, it's 4 or 5 yards in a cloud of dust.
Falling forward.
And that momentum and the strength that he has to get forward.
Well, you need a good, solid drive, put points on the board right now, not give Vista Ridge a lot of time for another possession.
And this is one of the biggest lines I've seen in a long time, Kelly.
2 receivers left, 2 right. Petter on the offside, right side of Griffin. Now back in the backfield. Handed off, a different runner back in the backfield. Quick speed, hops a man, falls forward about to the 39-yard line. What a run there by Cody Holubeck. He had been in the backfield. He was on the right side. Petter came in motion, set up on the left side, and Holubeck picks up another borrow from Morrow first down. Nice run there by number 26, the junior, Holubeck. They'll stay with 2 men in the backfield.
Nice run. And that's what you like. You got Holubeck back there who can spell Petter some, give him a little bit of rest, and keep all of them fresh.
Lambright comes out. Weisheimer goes in at tight end. Petter offset to the left of Griffin. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Shotgun snap back, handed off to Petter. Cuts back about the 45-30 or 35-30. Makes a man miss up to about the 29-yard line. That may have been a 10-yard run on first down, and he's going to get the spot. Another borrow from Morrow first down. Petter just churning it out. Keep getting him the ball, and he just keeps doing a job. What a job by Andrew Petter.
I can't wait to hear what yards after contact are for that young man.
Just keep feeding him the football.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line for Andrew Petter. Pass across. Looks like an arm got pulled down, but they're not going to call it there. Good defense by number 1, Tyan Murray.
He was all over the receiver.
Holubeck comes off. Jake Mylock checks in.
You know, that may be an opportunity. The coaches may see that and go to him a few more times and see if they can get a PI.
Absolutely, especially with his speed. Hard to cover. 2 receivers left now. Petter offset to the left of Griffin. A little pitch to the left. He gets it, hits the line, drives forward. Even hit at the line of scrimmage. Petter powers forward for 3 hard yards, and that'll bring up 3rd and 7 now for the Eagles from the 21-yard line.
He's not that big of a kid, but he's a strong runner, and I love watching him run. It's been fun. His first game and a half almost.
3rd and 7 from the 21. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Petter to the left of Griffin in the shotgun snap. Middle of the field. Griffin calls out the play. Gets the snap back. Fake it. Quick pass across inside, and Weisheimer was popped as soon as the ball got past him. Nice flyover. Did you see that, Kelly?
Yeah.
No.
A little flyover across the stadium.
They're late for the national anthem.
Yeah.
I think they thought it was a 7:30 kickoff. Ty Duquette broke up the pass. And now Coach Griffin will take his first time out. 4th and 7, the Eagles from their own from the Ranger 21. 8:35 left in the first half. We'll take a timeout with them. You're listening to Georgetown Eagle football on SHN Sports.
The Smoothie King Red Zone is sponsored by Smoothie King of Georgetown. It's our commitment to blend a more nutritious smoothie from bottom of the cup up. It's your choice, same flavor, 0 compromises. Smoothie King at Wolf Ranch, blending goodness to fuel your greatness. Smoothie King is located at Wolf Ranch Town Center, 1003 West University, Suite 110 in Georgetown, Texas.
Back inside the JCT Memorial Broadcast booth, brought to you by JMTs. Visit them at jmts.com. 4th and 7, the Eagles have it at their own 21. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Petter offset to the right of Griffin in the backfield. Shotgun snap back to Griffin. Will come about the 26-yard line. He drops back about 3 yards. A little swing pass, and he gets it to Petter. He's wide open down the sideline for a touchdown, but a flag comes in back at the line of scrimmage. I have a feeling it's going to be a hold on the offense. A nice pass by Tucker Griffin outside the outstretched arms of the defender who laid out for that interception. Petter caught it and took it down the sideline. But it's going to be a penalty on the defense, so that's going to stand. A 21-yard touchdown pass from Tucker Griffin to Andrew Petter. I think I've called his name on every offensive play. Seems like on that series. Hands to the face on the defense. That'll be assessed on the kickoff, so the personal foul does come into play there. But the Eagles will get that on the kickoff, so instead of kicking from their own 40, they'll kick off from the 45 of Vista Ridge. And now we have the G-Town Lumber and Supply extra point attempt. Aaron Guzman lines up, ready to take the extra point attempt. Snap is back, the hold is down, the kick is up, and it is good. 14-14, the Eagles have tied it up here with 8:29 left in the first half. Aaron Guzman knocks through the G-Town Lumber and Supply extra point. Hometown service like none other. Visit them at gtownlumberandsupply.com or go in at 9400 Brown Lane in Austin, Texas. Quick timeout, back with more Eagle football here on SHN.
Construction software options can be extreme and pricey. Introducing Works, a simple and affordable solution for small to medium-sized subcontractors. With features like estimates, progress billing, and change orders, you can easily track project changes in one seamless workflow, all while integrating with the accounting software you're already working in. Works was built by subcontractors for subcontractors. Finally, that tool that meets construction management and accounting needs without the overkill.
And the Eagles get ready to kick it off from the 45-yard line of Vista Ridge. Andrew Petter, 12 carries, 112 yards, one touchdown, averaging 9 yards a carry. So Petter having himself a game. The kickoff is going to be kicked deep this time through the back of the end zone. Kelly and I were sitting here chatting about if we thought it was going to be an onside kick. No,
it wasn't.
Absolutely not.
It was a kick this to Gerald.
They about did.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
Honestly, I love it when they just kick it out of the end zone because you know it's just going to work out well.
And right there, Guzman showed he has a leg.
Yeah.
So from our own 40-yard line, let's boot that. But he kicked it out of the back. Vista Ridge starts with the ball. 8:29 left in the first half. We're all tied up at 14 apiece. They have it 1st and 10 from their own 25. Handoff up to the left side. Gets about a yard, maybe two, up to the 27-yard line. So it'll bring up 2nd and 8 for Vista Ridge.
Nice job of the defense collapsing that. Landry Leggett in there on another play, and you get the feeling you're going to be calling his name a lot for the next 2 years.
Two receivers right, one left for the Rangers. Shotgun snap back. Harrell hands it off right up the middle, breaks a tackle, falls forward past the 31 to about the 32-yard line. And that'll bring up a short 3rd and 3 now for the Rangers.
Here in the Works second quarter, Georgetown really needs a stop. We got points put on the board, and defense needs to step up now. Not that way.
And there's the offside penalty. Throw it up. The defense stopped and gave up on it. Completion on the outside, and it's a foot race to the end zone, and it's going to be a touchdown for Vista Ridge. The defense quit. They saw the flag, the man jump. It doesn't kill the ball. It's a free play. And Vista Ridge strikes quickly. Another Jackson Harrell touchdown pass. The receiver outran the defense there after he made the catch.
There's the lack of experience.
Tyan Murray took that one to the house, and that was a big one. Ball was at their own 32-yard line. 68-yard touchdown pass and catch. Puts the Rangers back on top, 20-14, pinning the extra point. Snap is back, the hold is down, the kick is away. And it is good. 21-14, Vista Ridge leads it here in the Works second quarter with 7:37 left in the first half. Quick timeout, back with more Eagle football on SHN.
The Smoothie King Red Zone is sponsored by Smoothie King of Georgetown. It's our commitment to blend a more nutritious smoothie from bottom of the cup up. It's your choice, same flavor, zero compromises. Smoothie King at Wolf Ranch, blending goodness to fuel your greatness. Smoothie King is located at Wolf Ranch Town Center, 1003 West University, Suite 110 in Georgetown, Texas.
Back here live at the JCT Memorial Broadcast booth, brought to you by JMTs. 7:37 left in the first half, and two big strike plays by the Rangers has them in the lead, 21-14. 68-yard touchdown pass from Harold to Murray. Now the kick, a little pooch one this time, fielded at the 33 on the run by Marquise Dominguez, and he gets knocked out of bounds about the 41-yard line. So either way, you write it up there. You kick it to Dickman deep. He brings it past the 40. Kick it short to Marquise Dominguez. He brings it up past the 40.
Let's just start at the 40. How about that? Nobody gets hurt. Everybody's friends. Just start at the 40.
1st and 10 for the Eagles from their own 41-yard line. 7:33 left here in the first half.
Folks, we've got a game clock this week, and we're still working out the kinks, so if it gets a little bit off, don't start wearing me out. It's not Dave on the technology. It's me. It's just an idea of the time left.
The Eagles have 3 receivers right, 1 left. Petter offset to the left side of Tucker Griffin in the shotgun snap. Ball back to Griffin. He's looking to pass. He's going to go across the middle, but it's off the fingertips of Drayden Dickman. Incomplete, brings up 2nd and 10 now. It's the 41.
Boy, we have had a lot of drops. Offense and defense.
And right there, you almost, go back to the running game. Let Petter keep running this ball. But usually the sure-handed Dickman there, just right off the tips of his fingers. And it brings up 2nd and 10. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Petter right side of Griffin now in the backfield. Shotgun snap back. And now handed off to Petter. He keeps it to the left side. Hit from behind, but goes forward all the way up to about the 44-yard line. A gain of 3 when he was hit before the line of scrimmage. So a gain of 3 brings up 3rd and 7 now.
Andrew looking like he was getting up a little bit slow. He may be getting tired or.
And he got drugged down right there.
Yeah.
The defender jumped on his back and pulling back as Petter pushed forward. So now a big 3rd down here with 7 minutes left in the second quarter. 3 receivers left, 1 right. Petter to the right side of Griffin in the shotgun. 3rd and 7 from their own 44. Griffin back. He's looking deep and gets one over the top. And bobbled catch, and he goes. Dickman drugged down finally about the 20-yard line. What a pat. You talk about the sure-handedness of Drayden Dickman, and there it is. He tipped it and caught it himself. What a job there to stay with that one. He could have easily given up on that one.
And that's exactly what we needed.
Tucker wants hurry up.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line to Vista on the Smoothie King red zone. Handed off to Petter right side. Makes a man miss. Drags the tackler up to the 15-yard line. Maybe the 14. We'll see where they spot at 14. So it's a 6-yard run for the Andrew Petter. So that'll bring up 2nd and 4. Now,
so Tucker was calling
Vista
out
Ridge will call out their first timeout.
Tucker was calling out what he wanted, and I think the Vista Ridge coach recognized this as a hurry up. Let's slow this down a little bit.
6:19 left in the second quarter. Eagles trail by 7. They have it driving 2nd and 4 from their own 14-yard line. Quick timeout. Back with more Eagle football on SHN.
Construction software options can be extreme and pricey. Introducing Works, a simple and affordable solution for small to medium-sized subcontractors. With features like estimates, progress billing, and change orders, you can easily track project changes in one seamless workflow, all while integrating with the accounting software you're already working in. Works was built by subcontractors for subcontractors. Finally, that tool that meets construction management and accounting needs without the overkill.
Back to action here. 2nd and 4 from the 14-yard line. Inside the Smoothie King red zone. Two receivers left, one right. Petter to the left of Griffin. Dickman in motion to the left side. Handed off to Petter. He goes to the right side. Makes a man miss. Cut back 10-yard line. 5. He's taken down there. It'll be 1st and goal for the Eagles from their own 5. But now there's a flag down, so we'll see what happened there.
Well, that was a late pull. He made me look. I was following Tucker on that one. Sorry, folks.
So it'll be a holding on the offense. So that'll back us up 10 yards. So instead of a 1st and 10 at 1st and goal at the 5, it's now going to be 2nd and 14 from the 24-yard line. So the Eagles offense stalls out right there. So hopefully they can get right back in gear. What a run there by Petter on the 2nd and 4. Took it in for a good 9-yard run, but gets erased on the hold. So now 2nd and 14 from the 24. Petter offset to the right side of Griffin. One receiver right. Now Petter empties out to the left. Empty backfield for Griffin. Shotgun snap back at the 30. Drops back. Pressure's on it. Griffin runs and it's wide open. 25, 20, 15, 10. Outside block gets to the 5 and a touchdown. And now a flag from the back field goal judge. Oh my goodness. He heaved that one. He had a better arm than Jackson Harrell on the 68-yard touchdown pass for that flag.
Maybe a hold out there on a receiver.
Boy, he heaved a flag from the other side of the field, and it is. So it's a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Thankfully, it happened way down the field.
Yeah.
But that'll make it now 2nd and 9 from the 19-yard line, back inside the Smoothie King red zone. So back-to-back penalties for the Eagles. This one didn't hurt nearly as bad as they actually got a little positive yardage out of it.
Did take a touchdown off the board, though.
It did. And now it'll be 2nd and 9 from the 19. And now Coach Griffin's going to call for a timeout. And he is in the ear of the side judge. And so Coach Griffin another official comes over and kind of gets him off the field. But he had a good, I think his argument is, how does the sideline official right where the penalty supposedly occurred not call that? And a field judge that is at the back near the goalpost threw it, and he was a good 25 yards away from the call.
Well, if you're talking mechanics, that guy shouldn't even be looking over there. And that may be what Coach is addressing, but
nonetheless, the Eagles have it 2nd and 9 from their own 19 inside the Smoothie King red zone. Smoothie King at Wolf Ranch, blending goodness to fuel your greatness. Located inside the Wolf Ranch Town Center. Great stop in there for a nice smoothie. Great people. And always been great supporters of Georgetown Eagle football and SHN. So after the timeout, Coach Griffin shares his thoughts and emotions with the official. We talked about that the other night at the coaches show, talking about communication. But that is frustrating for a coach like that. And he had said that, early in the year, and he understands there's going to be missed penalties, but it is frustrating. Now 4 receivers left. Fake the handoff, swing pass out to Dickman, breaks the tackle at the 20, 15, and he's tripped up the shoestring tackle there on the near sideline. Trying to see who made that tackle. Number 24 for the Rangers, Emmy Landers. He doesn't make that tackle. Dickman's in the end zone for a touchdown. But now the Eagles have it 3rd and 1 from their own 11-yard line.
How about that Wildcat?
Dave with the ideas.
3 receivers right. Griffin, shotgun formation. Petter directly behind him. Now move to the right side. Left side completely open. Griffin will take the shotgun snap. Now a man in motion. That's Dickman. He'll come to the left side. Now back to the right side. End around. Nope. Griffin keeps it right up the middle. Makes the man miss up to the 5. And the pile drives forward. Nice call there. Faked it to Drayton Dickman. And we talked about it. Griffin's got to run with the ball some. And what a job there. He makes the man miss and picks up a 1st and goal now A borrow from Morrow, first down at the 4-yard line for the Eagles. 4:49 left here in the first half.
And you let that clock run. Take their time.
21-14, Vista Ridge leads it by 7. Eagles have it first and goal from their own 4-yard line. Or from the Ranger 4-yard line. Marquise Dominguez split left. Dickman right. Petter will get the handoff in the backfield. Bottled up, squirts free, gets at least 1 yard, and then the pile will bring him back. They're going to give him no gain on the far side. Looked like he got up to about the 3 before the pile went backwards. So it'll be no gain to bring up second and goal from the 4.
How did he not get stopped in the backfield? I thought he was cooked.
That elusiveness of Petter, he's super quick in doing that and making man miss. And what a job there. It would have been an easy second and goal from about the 7 or 8 yard line as they sniffed that one out. 1 receiver left, 2 right. Dickman will come in motion now. Just the tight end to the right side. Shotgun snap back. Griffin pulls it down, hands it to Petter, and Petter will take it all the way in for the touchdown. An ongoing battle there between the lineman and defensive player in the end zone, but it doesn't matter there. Touchdown, Georgetown, and they'll tie it up with the extra point. Guzman can knock it through. 21-20, 3:46 left in the first half, and Andrew Petter gets a second touchdown of the ball game. A 4-yard touchdown plunge.
Now, defense, step up.
The G-Town Lumber and Supply extra point attempt. Snap back. The kick is up. It's off the goalpost. It is no good. And the Eagles trail by 1. 21-20. The Eagles trail it by 1 to Vista Ridge with 3:46 left here in the first half. Quick timeout. Back with more Eagle football on SHN.
Our first down sponsor this season is Borrow from Morrow. Borrow from Morrow, our team is dedicated to providing the best mortgage experience possible. We do that by offering easy-to-use mortgage tools, including our handy mobile app, competitive rates, and assistance from an experienced loan officer. Our loan officers understand the local markets, have access to a wide variety of loan programs, and are ready to guide you through the process. Your family, your future, our focus. For your mortgage needs, remember Matt Morrow, Borrow from Morrow. For more information, visit borrowfrommorrow.com. NMLS 464148.
Back here at Birkelbach Field, 21-20. Georgetown trails by 1 after the missed extra point attempt by Guzman. He put it off the left goalpost. Now the Eagles will kick it off back to the Rangers. The Eagles had a nice 4-minute drive there, almost 4-minute drive. We'll give you the drive recap here in a minute. Andrew Petter, his second rushing touchdown of the ball game. Guzman back to kick it away. He puts a boot behind it, and it's a deep kick near side, and it will land out of bounds, and it'll be a penalty there. A great kick, just pulled it a little to the left. And so the penalty flag thrown. We'll see what happens here. They'll sort this one out. So it's a 5-yard penalty for the Rangers. They'll have it 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line after the kick out of bounds.
Guzman's got a leg. A little wind aided, but.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So Vista Ridge has it 1st and 10 at their own 30. 3:46 left here in the first half. Harrell gets a shotgun snap, fake it, swing it out to the left side. If we've had a hold on the outside, that should have been a hold on their guy. He turned our defensive back around.
Standing there looking at it. My goodness.
Pass complete for 5 yards. That'll bring up 2nd and 5 now for Vista Ridge.
I think that guy may have left his flag at home because he didn't throw one on that previous play.
Shotgun snap back. Harrell hands it off right up the middle, back to the 35, now the 34-yard line. And they'll spark Garcia up to the 38-yard line, so that's a gain of 3. And that'll bring up a short 3rd and 2 now.
Oh, man, we need to stop him here. Get off the field. Defense going to start getting tired.
3rd and 2 from the 38. 3 minutes, 15 seconds left here in the second quarter. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Harrell, shotgun snap back, hands it off right up the middle. Garcia falls forward right to the line to gain, and they're going to give it to him, a 1st down for the Rangers. on the 2-yard run by Garcia. So 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line. 3 minutes left on the clock. Second quarter brought to you by Works. 2 receivers right, 1 left for the Rangers now. Harrell in the shotgun snap. Looks over to the sideline for the call. Takes the shotgun snap, turns around, hands it to Garcia. He dances right, finds a hole, hits it, 45-50. And then he's dropped there. Thomas Scholes up to make the tackle, but not before an 11-yard gain into Georgetown territory. Make it 12 yards up to the 48 of Georgetown.
Patient run by Garcia then. He waited for the openings.
Now quickly back to the line. Harrell gets a snap, hands it off to Garcia. Dances right, but he's bottled up quickly there. A gain of about 2 yards on first down. That'll bring up 2nd and 8 now for the Rangers. Tell you what, if anyone's going to get tired, it's going to be Garcia.
Yeah.
There he comes out of the ball game now. I say that. He's replaced by number 20, Whit Sikowski. And I probably mispronounced that one, but we'll go with it. Harrell in the shotgun. He'll take the snap back, hand it off to Whit. He goes left side, finds a hole. He's hit and drags a man forward, gets up to about the 40-yard line. And so that'll bring up another 3rd and 2 for the Rangers. A nice 6-yard run there by Whit. And quickly back to the line at the 40-yard line. 3rd and 2. Shotgun snap. Harrell's looking to pass. Swings it left side. Overthrown and good hit there. He made sure there was no bobbling catch there. What a job by the defense.
4th down.
They hit by number 19, Colin Casey. And now it'll bring up 4th and 2 for Vista Ridge from the 40-yard line of Georgetown. Harrell will look back towards the sideline. Now back to the sideline. Looks again. 1:43 left on the clock here in the second quarter. Looks like they're going to let the clock run down and take a timeout. And Coach Chad Scott calls his second timeout of the half. We'll take it with them. 1:43 left here in the second half. 21-20. Vista Ridge leads it over Georgetown. We'll take a quick timeout. Back with more Eagle football in just a moment. And back here for a big 4th down. 4th and 2 from the 40-yard line of Georgetown. Vista Ridge has it. But now Coach Griffin going to take his last time out of the half. Saw the setup, and he'll take that one. We can keep this one here and have a chat, boys. The first half, back and forth. A couple of missed plays on the defensive side of the ball for the Eagles. It's funny, and that's something Coach Nicky will clean up. When you talk about that defensive penalty, the defensive lineman jumps, tries to get back. They throw the flag. The defense stopped. And Harrell, heady play by Jackson Harrell, throws it up, and Murray takes it 68 yards for a touchdown. And so plays like that early in the season, you want that to happen in non-district. What's going to happen is it gets you to prepare for your meteor schedule that comes up in a few weeks. Go back to the opportunity on 2 missed interceptions. One just straight drop by Leo Diaz. The other one on a big 4th down. They're going for the end zone, and we don't just knock it down. We tip it up, and their guy takes it away for a touchdown. 2 big plays defensively that hurt.
And then you missed the extra point, so we'll see if that plays a factor in the game today.
Now back on the field, Vista Ridge has it. 4th and 2 from the 40-yard line. They need the 38 of Georgetown for the first down. 1:43 left. Empty backfield. Harrell takes it. Back it up. He's looking. He's going to go long. The ball thrown. Intercepted. No! Leo Diaz needs, oh, my goodness, his second dropped interception. But that one comes back to help. He knocks it down. But how close was that, Kelly? The receiver almost made the catch after the tip. Heffelfinger made an attempt at it. But Leo Diaz.
Maybe not a bad idea just to let it fall because now look at our
Well,
field position.
You knocked that one down. It's
Yeah.
It's 4th and 2.
So-
You knocked that one down. He was trying to intercept it. Just went through his hands.
Yeah.
And he had some room, but 4th down, you knock it down.
So now the Eagles have a chance. What Coach is talking about, that middle 8 we were discussing, if they can take it here and get a touchdown, get some points on the board to get that momentum at halftime, come out on defense and get a stop. Eagles have it 1st and 10 at their own 40. 1:36 left here in the work second quarter. 3 receivers left, 1 right. Griffin gets the shotgun snap, kicks it out to Petter, wide open right side. And he goes out, steps out of bounds, and takes the late hit. No flag thrown. But a big pickup on 1st down, a gain of 7. That'll bring up 2nd and 3, but more importantly, the clock stopped. No timeouts left for the Eagles.
Andrew keeping his head in the game. He knows what he's got to do, get as much yardage as you can, and get out of bounds and stop the clock because we're out of timeouts.
2nd and 3 from the 47-yard line. Shotgun snap back to Griffin. Pressure's on. He's not seeing it. Now the ball's out. Strip sack there, but the ball, you can't advance it there. He was already laying on the ball. But it's going to be Vista Ridge. Griffin never saw the pressure coming right in his face, and he got popped, and the ball is out, and Vista Ridge gets the first turnover.
Oh, that's huge because now Vista's got plenty of time, 1 timeout, and only 40 or 39 yards to go. Try to put some more points on the board, and they get the ball to start the second half.
So the first turnover of the night for the Eagles. A fumble on the sack of Tucker Griffin.
Only the 2nd turnover on the season.
But a big one here. Vista Ridge has it with 1:24 left in the first quarter. They have the ball at the 39 of Georgetown. Harrell in the shotgun, gets a snap back. He's looking to pass. He's going to the right side. The ball, Feltusek drops a freaking interception. Oh, my goodness. This defense has had 4 interceptions. They could have taken the ball away 4 times. Coach Nicky's got to be going crazy right now. This defense has they've reading the passes by Harrell. They've gotten in the path of them, and Feltusek drops that one, which is surprising for Feltusek being a baseball player. Typically seeing good hands out of these boys, but a drop pass there brings up 2nd and 10 for the Rangers. Harrell drops back. He's looking deep, steps up, and he's going to be sacked. He's down at the 44-yard line, the first sack of the ball game for the Eagles. Number 35, that's Brandon Stovall Hawkins. He gets his first sack of the night. That'll bring up a big loss on 2nd down to make it 3rd and 15 now for the Rangers. 58 seconds on the clock, and they're going to let this one tick out, even though they've got 1 timeout. They're taking their time getting this play off. 3rd and 15 from the 44.
That's interesting. I guess if they don't convert, they want to run this clock out, and they can now if they don't convert this.
3rd and 15. Harrell on the near side of the hash mark. Man in motion left. 3 receivers left. Low snap. Harrell digs it out. Slings it to the left side. Overthrown, and it's incomplete. But Jackson Harrell took a hit there. And that Brandon Stovall Hawkins again. That or Tyler Duncan. I can't see the number. They haven't turned to the side yet. I'm looking for the hair for Duncan. We learned that the other night in the show.
And Brandon Stovall. He's got magnificent hair as well.
That was Tyler Duncan on that pressure. That hit Harrell, and now it's going to bring up a big 4th down with 30 seconds left. And you got to think the Rangers are going to try to pin Georgetown deep and not give them a chance to turn anything in here at the end of the first half.
Boy, that's a big stop. Big stop. Now you don't want to make a mistake on special teams. Just get out of this quarter down 1.
And here is Coach Chad Scott's last time out. He'll take it here. Maybe you watch for a little trickeration here. What do you have to lose? 30 seconds left. They're up by 1 here in the second quarter. But frustration on the defense side of the ball for the Eagles. It'll be interesting to talk to Coach Nicky this week, maybe at the Booster Club meeting on Monday to hear about this.
From a distance.
Just, yeah.
He's big.
You have 4 opportunities to intercept this. And just not holding on to the ball defensively, a big opportunity. And if you think about it, really, 2 of those dropped interceptions and interceptions result in touchdowns. And so an opportunity for that defense to make a big play, and it's just not making them tonight. So a little bit different than the other night. Still playing good defense, but a couple of mishaps here that have cost the team.
Well, we talked about it earlier. You want to try to keep their offense off the field. We've had 4 opportunities to get their offense off the field and haven't taking advantage of any of those.
So here we go. 4th and 15 from the 44 of Georgetown. In punt formation are the Rangers. Dickman is deep at the 10-yard line. The snap is back. The punter will send it away. Dickman will make the catch. Nope, he'll let it bounce at the 14, and it's going to take a hop, and they can't catch up to it. It's going to be a touchback. 3 Rangers were kind of right in territory, but it took a quick hop back towards the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. 1st and 10 for the Eagles from their own 20-yard line with 20 seconds left here in the first half.
Didn't quite get the backspin on that pitching wedge. Looked like one of mine.
Yeah, there's no such thing as backspin off my pitching wedge.
Yeah.
Front spin and keep running.
I'm not expecting a whole lot of this play coming up here.
You see
from the activity to our right.
Yeah, the coach's box next to us here in the press box empties out. Petter drops back about 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So you got to think Griffin will kneel on it here. So we have a 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. 20 seconds on the clock. Griffin gets the snap. He'll kneel it down, and that will run the clock here on the first half. 21-20, the Eagles trail by 1 at the half to Vista Ridge. We'll take a timeout. Be back with a Pro Glass halftime show. You're listening to Eagle Football on SHN.
Our halftime shows this season are presented by Pro Glass of Georgetown. If your car, RV, or heavy equipment needs glass to be replaced, Pro Glass can get the job done in no time. Our local, family-owned business stands behind its work with a limited lifetime warranty for as long as you own the car. We are the Central Texas choice for RV, heavy equipment, and auto glass since 1998. Windshield chip repairs in under 30 minutes, no appointment necessary. Visit our website at www.proglasstx.com or call 512-930-1365.
back here live in the JCT Memorial broadcast booth, brought to you by JMTs. We're in the Pro Glass halftime show. The Eagles trail by 1 at halftime, 21 to 20 to the Vista Ridge Rangers. And Kelly, you look at it and missed opportunities defensively for the Eagles. A couple of decisions made. Something you rarely see out of Drayton Dickman. He failed the punt on the fly at the 2-yard line on a fair catch. You think it looks like it's going to land in the end zone. The Eagles stall out on that drive, don't get anywhere on that one, turn it over, punt the ball away. But then an opportunity for multiple interceptions on the defensive end, and the defenders just don't make the catches. And so costly mistakes, you can call them. It's not going to be anything that shows up in the book as a dropped interception, but one was taken away by the Rangers for a touchdown. And then that mishap on defense, it kind of surprising of the kind of stopping on a penalty and a free play for the offense. And Jackson Harrell read that, makes a long pass play, 68-yard touchdown catch, passing catch for Murray. Those 2 touchdowns, big. That gives Vista Ridge 21 instead of just 7 points. Offensively, really not doing a lot outside of a couple big plays like that have allowed them to be successful.
Well, and that's the frustrating thing, and it's got to be what the coaches are talking about and trying to keep their heads in the game. I doubt they're in there screaming and hollering at the boys, just reminded them because, again, we have to keep in mind this defense especially, not a lot of experience. There are a lot of seniors, but they're not experienced seniors. So the inexperience has shown itself tonight. Unlike last week, looked nice and crisp last week. The inexperience is showing a little bit this week. Another half of football to play, and we are fortunate that, well, both teams are fortunate that they're not down by 2 touchdowns.
And that's what I was about to say. You can take those possible interceptions away. The Eagles are only down 1 point due to a missed field goal, a missed extra point. It hit the upright. First one of the season for Aaron Guzman, who's done a great job doing the kicking and punting duties, taking over this year for the Eagles. Offensively, if you look at it here in the halftime stats in the Pro Glass halftime, Andrew Petter, the story again. Last week, 18 carries, 170 yards. This week in the first half, 16 carries, 125 yards. Scoring 2 TDs on the ground, averaging 7.8 yards a carry. So Andrew Petter doing his job on the ground, keeping this offense going.
Yeah, he has. He's done a good job, and I think they're going to ride that horse a little bit more after they come back in the second half.
And now, boy, we got a treat. The athletic director for Georgetown Independent School District, Jason Dean, will join us live here in the booth for the Pro Glass halftime show, and we will bring him into with us. Coach Dean, thanks for joining us.
You bet, man. Thanks for having me. It's good to see you guys.
It's good to have you up here, Coach. Good to see you again.
Thank you.
Your busy season starts all up anew. Program's going crazy. Not a long summer for you. Baseball and softball did some good work for this Eagle program. The girls finishing as a state runner-up. The Georgetown Eagles baseball team winning the first school title in baseball. Just a beautiful season out of those 2 teams. And then you finally got some time off there from official duties, I guess, June and July. How ready were you to get back at the helm here for football season to this new season to go?
Well, I tell you what, man, we'd take a abbreviated summer every summer if we can pull that off with our baseball and softball team.
Yes, sir.
You know, man, that was a lot of fun. Just a huge deal for our community, and really neat deal for those kids and coaches. But that was sure a lot of fun. Summertime for what we do is really your busy time of year because you're gearing up, for the next school year. Dr. Brent talks about really the admin side of things really tries to stay about 4 to 5 months ahead, of everything else. Our kind of hay's already in the barn once we get to this point.
Right.
We've already done, everything we can do to get ready for football season, volleyball season, cross country, tennis, and all that kind of stuff. That happens, months ago. So we're already in the middle of making preparations now for basketball season. So it's a lot different, but man, you sure enjoy coming out on a Friday night and seeing these guys get after it out here.
Coach, I know you're excited because correct me if I'm wrong, but football's first love, right?
Oh yeah, well I was a football coach.
Oh,
for,
yeah.
23 years I
right.
think. So it's all anew for a long time.
So what's going new in GISD athletics?
We've got a lot of new staff. Still trying to fill some staff. Believe it or not, we still got some coaching vacancies that are open. Same thing with teachers. Across our district. And that's not specific to Georgetown ISD. That's a nationwide issue that that Texas and Central Texas is not immune to. We're still trying to fill some positions there. So lots of we've got some programs that have brand new head coaches. Both of our wrestling programs at Georgetown High School and Eastview High School have new wrestling coaches. So when you get a new coach to come in, specifically a head coach, you want to empower them to come in and put their own mark on the program and whatever their culture is, be able to establish that culture and give them all the support they need to do that.
We're joined here in the booth by the athletic director of Georgetown Independent School District, Coach Jason Deed. And Coach, you run the athletic program. You're in charge of these athletic programs for Georgetown High School, Eastview High School. What does it mean from the top? We talked to some of these kids, but what does it mean to the top in especially your office, as you sit there as the athletic director for both of these schools, for these schools to now get to play each other in football again, and just that rivalry in the community, but these athletes that know each other, they've grown up with each other, to now, how big is that for the school district, and what does that do to your blood pressure, knowing you're kind of responsible to making this all tick?
Well, I'll let you know after, maybe on October the 15th, what it's done to my blood pressure. I guess if I'm still kicking. I've been a part of that on the coaching side of it. We did that starting, I think, in 2012, and then I think maybe the last year we did that was 2016. I'm not sure. When we stopped doing that and moved into different districts, but this place will be rocking. We got a great crowd. Here on the Georgetown side tonight. Eastview is the home team this year. It'll have this many or more. Here, and then the visitor side, that seats less will be completely full with the Georgetown faithful on that side. But what a great deal, for our community to be able to come in and be able to do that. And we do it in all the other sports.
Right.
We're already doing it, in basketball and baseball and volleyball and, everything else. So, being able to come in and do that, with our football programs, I think is pretty special. Will it be hectic? Sure. Everybody takes their football very seriously. And I'm sure there'll be some kids that do some knucklehead stuff, throughout the week, on that deal. But hopefully we can keep it, good and clean, fun, and have a good time.
So from a business standpoint, that's one less travel per season for these football teams, and it's expensive to send these kids out of town.
Sure. In the grand scheme of things, does that affect your bottom line any? I guess it might move it just a little bit, here or there. But it's just the thing that I look forward to is just that's one Friday night I can watch both of our teams play. And people ask all the time, well, who are you going to cheer for? And I'm going to cheer for the winning team. Whichever one that is. Coach Griffin and Coach Wall at Eastview, they're friends. Have been friends for a long time. And they'll enjoy coming in and getting to compete against each other.
Well, Coach, we appreciate you coming up this evening and giving us a little bit of insight on what's going on in GISD athletics.
Man, I appreciate you guys having me, man. SHN always does such a fantastic job, for our community and for our sports, and the coaches shows that y'all are able to put on and do and just highlight these kids and the programs. We're very appreciative, of everything you guys do. It's a great community service. And that's what I look at it like. It really is. It's a community service, to our community and these kids. So very grateful for y'all.
And you were talking about, the shortened summer off because of a baseball program, a softball program that went so well, and then football coming right back around. From our side of it, that was the shortest summer, but it seemed like so long to get back in this booth with football. We were texting weekly, hey, is it football yet? Can we start talking about football? Our wives, can we have a break yet? But it's just been a fun thing to be a part of. Both schools are fun to be around. The kids are. We've always had the best kids to talk to interview, the coaches that are so welcoming, and that comes from the top down. And so we're appreciative to be a part of this and enjoy it. So we do appreciate it to hear that you guys are happy with it. We love to be out here and spend our Friday nights and many other nights. The coaches showed the other night, the Golden Rule. I don't know if you heard about it. The turnout was just phenomenal.
Yeah.
And so this community steps up behind these two schools. That's what's fun to see from our side of it.
You bet.
They want to be a part to support these kids in this community.
And you and the coaching staffs are just so accommodating, makes it easy for us, and we appreciate that a lot.
Well, I work with lots of different radio folks, not here covering here, but visitors, radios coming in, and you guys, y'all make it easy on us. So we certainly appreciate that. But I tell you guys, and y'all may hit on this. I don't know. I'm not listening to your broadcast as the game is going on, but this is the first year in 2 years. It feels like things are, back to normal. And I know they're not. I know we still got issues going on, but Man, our stands are full. You know, our kids are happy and they got smiles on their faces, and man, that's what it's all about. You know, coming out and seeing that.
Having that freedom to get out and about and enjoy. It is so great to look over, especially in the stands tonight, this first home game, to see it filled up, the band getting ready to perform. And it's just a great time to be back in at Friday Night Football. Athletic Director Jason Dean joins us tonight. Coach, thanks for the time. We appreciate it.
Appreciate you guys. Thanks a lot.
The Pro Glass halftime will continue on. We'll be back with the Georgettes and the Georgetown Eagle Marching Band live here on SHN.
Our halftime shows this season are presented by Pro Glass of Georgetown. If your car, RV, or heavy equipment needs glass to be replaced, Pro Glass can get the job done in no time. Our local, family-owned business stands behind its work with a limited lifetime warranty for as long as you own the car. We are the Central Texas choice for RV, heavy equipment, and auto glass since 1998. Windshield chip repairs in under 30 minutes, no appointment necessary. Visit our website at www.proglasstx.com or call 512-930-1365.
Back here at the halftime, we're going to turn it over to the crowd mic. Hear what you can of the band from the crowd mic that's here in the Birkelbach field in the athletic stadium, and bring you the Georgettes and the marching band. Stay tuned. More Eagle football continues here on SHN. Thank you to the Pro Glass halftime show. And we're back here at the Pro Glass halftime show. 3 minutes left on the halftime clock as the Georgetown band finishes their show. The Georgettes, love to bring them to you live here on SHN. And now we're joined by Holden Tuma. Say it right. I may mispronounce it every time.
You got it.
Our statistician that's joined us this year. And so, Holden, walk us through. First half stats tend to be a little bit more offensive heavy this week. Andrew Petter on the running game. What did he look like stat-wise for us?
Yeah, so Petter had 16 carries in that first half for 125 yards. That's 7.8 yards a carry, which is crazy. It got 2 touchdowns as well, including also got one in the air, 28 yards through the air on 2 catches. And it's crazy because last week, which was all Petter, he popped off last week. He only had 162 yards in that whole game. So he's almost eclipsed that total in just the first half alone here. So another phenomenal performance from Petter.
And now we go to Vista Ridge side of it. We kept calling the name of Garcia, the running back, but then looking at his stats, not so much Petter like on that side of the ball for their running back. Let's see, Isaac Garcia.
Yeah, so it's actually crazy because they both have 16 carries, but the big difference here is Garcia doesn't even have 50 yards. He's struggling to 49 currently at a pop of 3 yards a carry, which is generally under what you want. Offenses usually look for 4 yards a pop. So the defensive line for the Georgetown Eagles has really bottled him up.
You got to love what you see there. Valenta and Obina in the middle, Hawkins and Turner on the outside. And then you got the linebackers. You got Faltasek and Lewis coming up, just not letting Garcia get it. A lot of touches for Garcia, but not a lot of yards. So the defense holding up there. Offensively, passing-wise, what do we have from Tucker Griffin for the Eagles?
So obviously he has the 1 touchdown to Petter on the swing pass out wide. That was almost called back due to a penalty. But other than that and the deep ball to Dickman over the middle, there's not a whole lot going for him. They've clearly relied on the running game and Petter to move him down the field. And so we'll look to see if they change that in the second half.
Passing yards for Tucker Griffin, where does he sit after the first half? It's 80, let's see where I had it at. 87 yards. 7 of 13 passing for Tucker Griffin. Flip side of the ball, Jackson Harold. Good numbers for the Vista Ridge Rangers. 2 big passing plays. The one that was almost intercepted for a touchdown, and then kind of the busted play defense where Harold hits Murray for that 68-yard bomb. Defensive-wise for the Eagles, only 1 sack. It was split. I believe it was Hawkins and Valenta. But then Jacob Faltasek seemed to be the leading tackler. How many tackles did he end up with?
I think he had 5 in that first half. 3 were solo tackles, so he tackled him just by himself, no help, which is impressive. It's hard to do that, especially with running backs that are moving up, shifting left and right. Usually you need some help, but he's got it all done by himself. We'll look to see if he can capitalize, keep it moving in the second half here.
So Faltasek, the leading tackler in the first half, out of the linebacker position. So an opportunity here for the Eagles. They're going to start on defense. Holden Tuma joins us, our statistician. Holden, thanks for joining us. Week 1 here at home, and Holden's on with us. We'll make this a weekly deal at halftime. Holden will bring us some stats as we get ready for the second half. Quick timeout. We'll wrap up the Pro Glass halftime and bring you more Eagle football in a moment. Stay tuned.
Our halftime shows this season are presented by Pro Glass of Georgetown. If your car, RV, or heavy equipment needs glass to be replaced, Pro Glass can get the job done in no time. Our local, family-owned business stands behind its work with a limited lifetime warranty for as long as you own the car. We are the Central Texas choice for RV, heavy equipment, and auto glass since 1998. Windshield chip repairs in under 30 minutes, no appointment necessary. Visit our website at www.proglasstx.com or call 512-930-1365.
Back here live in the JCT Memorial broadcast booth, brought to you by JMTs. JMTs provides customized apparel and promotional items to small business, schools, and nonprofits. JMTs has the experience and confidence to take on any order. JMTs.com, proud sponsor of the Jason Chance Talkins Memorial broadcast booth. We come back from the second half. The Eagles will be on defense. They'll kick it away here. So Vista Ridge, Kelly, will get the ball to start the third quarter with a 1-point lead. What's the key to the second half here for this defense?
Key to the second half is not making those mistakes. There are opportunities to take the ball away from them. They can't put points on the board if they don't have the ball. We dropped 4 interceptions in the first half. We got to clean that up, and we'll see. Tackling should be a little better too.
Vista Ridge will drop back. They'll be going north to south here in quarter number 3. As the Eagle kickoff team comes out, the Syntax Shirts and Embroidery kickoff brought to you by Syntax Shirt and Embroidery. To open up the third quarter, it was good talking to Coach Dean. I tell you what, you sit there and think he has some downtime, but to stay 4 or 5 months ahead, it never ends for an athletic director, especially when you're running 2 big programs like he is in 2 5A schools in Georgetown and Eastview. Georgetown gets ready to kick it off. Eastview has 2 men deep, back about the 10 to 15-yard line. On the near side is number 1, Sion Allen. And on the far side is number 0, that is Tyon Murray. Aaron Guzman gets set to kick it away for the Eagles. And we are underway. A nice deep kick, near side, fielded. It's off the hands of the player. It gets into the end zone, and he's going to let it roll out the back. And it will be a touchback. I tell you what.
Yoinks.
Sion Allen got lucky there as the Eagle kickoff team was charging in. They wanted to get the ball. The ball stays live after he touches it in the field of play before it went into the end zone. So Vista Ridge will start with the ball. 11:58 on their first possession. They'll start 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line. The defense for the Eagles back on the field. So an opportunity here for the Eagle defense to try to get a stop and get the offense back on the field. Andrew Petter, a big night so far, 16 carries, 125 yards on the ground. Two receptions for 28 yards, 3 touchdowns, and a run out to the left side, and they break it open all the way out to the 40-yard line. A 15-yard gain on first down for Garcia. I think he heard us talking about him, Holden. He had only 49 yards in the first half, and he bops out 15 in the first carry of the second half. 1st and 10 for the Rangers at the 40. Far side hash mark, 1 receiver right, 1 left. Now a handoff right up the middle. Garcia finds a hole, falls forward for 5 yards, and it'll be 2nd and 5 now for Vista Ridge.
Georgetown really needs to buckle down and keep Vista Ridge off the scoreboard on this first drive. Get some of that momentum back that they kind of gave away at the end of that second half, that win the 8s like Coach talked about.
2nd and 5 from the 45-yard line. Vista Ridge in their pattern again. 2 runs right away to start the drive. We'll see if they run it again here. Shotgun snap back to Harrell. Nope, he drops back to pass. Finds a little opening, looks to go deep, but he's going to go down instead. Another sack for this defensive line. Let's see who came away with that one. Daniel Obina. He'll get that one, and he was helped out. On the far side, it looks like Michael Valenta may have got there with him. Stovall Hawkins over there. So a big sack on 2nd and 5 makes it 3rd and 8 for the Vista Ridge Rangers.
That's funny. He was rubbing his belly when he got up from that sack.
A sack there for Obina. 3rd and 8 from the 42-yard line. Empty backfield for Harrell. Shotgun snap. 2 receivers left, 3 right. Harrell drops back about 3 yards. He's looking deep, and he's going to go short side of the field. Man wide open. He's down on the ground. As I say, the whistle's got to come there. He was on his knee when he made the catch. But enough for a Vista Ridge first down into Georgetown territory, down to the 43-yard line.
He knew he felt that pressure and did a good job of getting rid of the ball to a receiver.
And he was looking left the whole time, and all of a sudden came back right in that slot, and there was a wide open man for a big first down. 1st and 10 from the 43. 2 receivers right, 2 left for the Rangers. Garcia in the backfield. Now it'll be trips left as Murray goes in motion. Throw on a wide receiver screen. Nice play there. And a lot of people bouncing off the receiver. Number 3, Tanner Brosey. Oh, a nice pickup on first down. That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
Number 8 out there just throwing people around after the play ended. Referee just looking at it.
2nd and 3 from the 36-yard line. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Garcia behind Harrell in the shotgun. Snap back. Harrell looking to pass. Sets up in the pocket. Goes forward, and he's hit. And the ball comes out. It'll be an incomplete pass. A nice job there by the Eagle defense. I believe that was Tyler Duncan, I believe.
Yeah, I didn't see the number. This is a big third down.
It'll be 3rd and 3 after the incompletion. A big hit there. Harrell lucky to get rid of it. So 3rd and 3 from the 36-yard line of Georgetown. Got to get down to the 33-yard line for a first. Some confusion amongst the wide receivers. Now to be 1 receiver left, 2 right for the Rangers. Now to be 2 left, 1 right as number 3, Tanner Brosey. But now the confusion compiles to a timeout from Coach Chad Scott here in the 3rd quarter. An early timeout, that could be key, Kelly, on a game this close. An early timeout blown here by the Rangers, and the Eagle defense an opportunity to set up on a big 3rd down. Quick timeout, back with more Eagle football on SHN.
The 3rd quarter of tonight's game is brought to you by Nathaniel Funk, your Leander, Georgetown, Edward Jones financial advisor at 1640 Highland Falls Drive, Suite 801, Leander, Texas, 78641. Learn how he can help you with your financial goals. Visit edwardjones.com/Nathaniel Funk for more.
Back live here at Birkelbach Field. 3rd and 3 for the Rangers now from the 36 of Georgetown. After the timeout, 2 receivers left, 1 right. Shotgun snap. Harrell hands it to Garcia up the middle, and he's going to fall forward. It looks like he got just to the line to gain, and it'll be a Vista Ridge first down. In Lewis on the tackle.
Sorry, I didn't mean to talk over you, but, God, it would have been a big stop.
1st and 10 for Vista Ridge from the 33. Shotgun snap back to Harrell. Hands it off to Garcia. He finds a hole on the left side. Up past the 30. Make it down to about the 27-yard line. So that'll be a gain of about 6 on 1st down.
I think Vista Ridge has done their scouting. They know we can score and score fast. And they're just trying to keep the ball away from us at this point. They're trying to keep it on the ball.
2nd and 4. And off to Garcia. No, Harrell keeps it. A little swing past the left side flat. Missed tackle, broken tackle, runs over defender, and now 5 guys drive him out of bounds, but not before the Rangers get another first down right at the 20-yard line of Georgetown.
Coach Griffin talked about getting a lot of hats to the ball, and they got out there, but a little too late. Just seemed like a step behind tonight.
Yeah. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line for the Rangers. They've got a drive going here. It started at their own 25-yard line. 8:42 left in the quarter. Now Garcia right up the middle, and he'll drag a tackler forward all the way up to the 15-yard line as he was hit and taken down there by Gabriel DeNova. They'll give him 6 yards to the 14-yard line, so it'll bring up 2nd and 4.
They just keep matriculating the ball down the field.
Hand off to Garcia, right up the middle, makes a man miss, breaks a tackle, and finally tripped up just inside the 5-yard line. See where they spot him, and Vista Ridge right back to the line. They're going to spot him at the 4-yard line, 1st and goal for the Rangers. 8:08 left here in the 3rd quarter. Harrell turns around, hands it off. Garcia, now he gets tackled there, falls forward to about the 3-yard line. Nice in Lewis. Credited with the tackle there, and it'll bring up 2nd and goal from the 2. Harrell turns around, hands it off. Garcia, he gets popped. The line of scrimmage spins off of it, but he's taken down short of the goal line. It'll bring up 3rd and goal from the 1.
I'm leaning, trying to help him put him on the ground because, going to have to stop him twice here.
8 of the 14 plays here in the drive have been runs to Garcia. 3rd and goal from the 1. Snap back. Should have been a false start. Wasn't. The runner, it was not Garcia this time, and he got stopped and driven back. See who it was Garcia. Lewis in there along with Faltasek and Obina. So we'll see where they spot it this time. It's going to be a loss of 1. And that'll bring up 4th and goal from the 3, making the 2-yard line.
Oh, they are going to kick a field goal.
So 4th and goal from the 2. And the kicker on to attempt the field goal. The hold will be in the hands of Tanner Brosey. Snap back, the kick is up. And it is good. So Vista Ridge extends their lead to 4. 24-20. Vista Ridge leads it. 6:28 left here in the third quarter. And Kelly, a long drive for that defense right there. The drive starts on the 11:58 on the clock from the 25-yard line of Vista Ridge. They take it 15 plays, 75 yards, and they eat up. Dave talking about the time and trying to keep possession of the ball. They eat up over 5 minutes of clock here in the third quarter, and that Eagle defense now has to go sit down and hope this offense takes some time off and give them a break.
Used almost half the quarter on one drive and put points on the board. Now Georgetown needs to go down. They can have an equally long drive, hand that ball to Petter, drive down, put another touchdown on the board, take the lead back.
Run the ball. But the Eagle defense, first drive of the second half, when Coach, we talked to him about that and the control in the 8 minutes, you try to score at the end of the first half, make a stop in the second half. Your defense comes out in a long 75-yard drive, and Vista Ridge gets a field goal out of it on 4th and goal from the 2. But you hold them out of the end zone. Bend don't break, so it's only 3 points. You're only down by 4 instead of down by 8 at this point. And so you got to give the defense credit there for making a goal line stand. It was 1st and goal at the 4-yard line. So a good job there to keep them out of the end zone.
I'm really amazed at the difference in last week and this week. Looks like 2 different defenses.
The kick put into play on the near far sideline, but it's clearly out of bounds, fielded by the coaching staff of Vista Ridge. So the Eagles will get the ball. 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Good thing Coach Vieira wasn't over there. He'd have ducked out of the way.
Caden Cornwell, the kicker, puts it out of bounds. We gave him more grief. The fact he'd be in the third base box. Ground ball come towards him. He gets out of the way instead of making the play. And so that's funny. Coach Vieira getting it, and he's not even in baseball season.
He's probably not even listening to it.
So it'll be a 5-yard penalty. The kickoff went out of bounds at the 30, so the Eagles get it 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line. 6:28 left here in the third quarter, and a good starting point at your own 35-yard line. So an opportunity here for this offense to get things going. Petter offset to the right of Griffin in the backfield. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Direct snap to Petter. He comes left side, blocked by Griffin, out past the 40, out of bounds at about the 42-yard line. Make it the 43, a nice gain. Man, they're going to mark it all the way to the 44. And a man down for the Rangers. He's comes up limping. Let's see if nope, he's going to go back down. So one of the Ranger players down at the 40-yard line. This will be a timeout on the field.
JMTs.
So let's take a quick timeout.
Did you already play it?
While the player is down. You're listening to Eagle Football on SHN Sports.
The JCT broadcast booth is sponsored by JMTs in Round Rock. JMTs provides customized apparel and promotional items to small businesses, schools, and nonprofit organizations. Our services include screen printing, embroidery, and promotional items. Our game-changing direct-to-film printing allows JMTs to print full-color graphics on your garments. JMTs has the experience and confidence to take on any order. Visit our website at jmts.com or call us at 512-388-5555.
JMT's the official sponsor of the JCT Memorial Broadcast Booth. We're back here with 6:24 left in the third quarter. The Eagles trail it by 4. An opening drive by the Rangers, 75 yards to put 3 points on the board. A goal line stand by the defense keeps them out of the end zone, but they allow the 3 points. So 24-20, the Eagles have it 2nd and 1 from their own 44-yard line. A 9-yard carry by Petter on the first play of the drive. 1 receiver left, 2 right. Petter offset to the left side, making the right side of Griffin now. He goes in motion. Griffin will get the shotgun snap back, fakes the handoff. He's looking deep, and he's going to hang one up. And his man's on the run, and it's over the shoulder catch and take it down inside the 20. What a play by Drayton Dickman. But, oh, no, he comes up. He's not getting up right now. May have knocked the breath out of him the way he came down on it.
Pull those knees up like that. That's the –
We'll get a timeout here. We'll check on Drayton Dickman as he goes down. A beautiful pass. I tell you what, Tucker Griffin dropped back. Took about a 2 or 3 step drop and just hung it up there. And Drayton Dickman runs down the far sideline and makes the catch right over the shoulder in front of the defender. A good defense there by Emmy Landers.
just a perfect throw.
Beautiful throw. Inside now, the Smoothie King red zone are the Eagles. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. But Drayton Dickman tended to now on the far sideline. I think it may have just been his that wind knocked out of him the way he came down there.
Coach Griffin went over there and said, get up. You're not hurt. Get up. Not really. Coach Griffin would never do that.
Tell me you're
Spit
okay.
Tell
me you're okay.
Yeah. You all right? Yeah, it's just a breath. All right. I'm going to go back.
Drayton Dickman comes off under his own power. So you love to see that with the athletic trainers with him. Chad Hennessy does a great job here for Georgetown High School. Comes off, and Drayton Dickman makes his way to the sideline. 1st and 10 for the Eagles inside the Smoothie King red zone. Smoothie King blending goodness to fuel your greatness. Griffin has Petter in the backfield directly behind him. 2 receivers left. The tight end split right side. Now the tight end in motion. Weisheimer, he'll go into block. Mix up in the backfield, and Griffin ended up having to keep it and go forward. They ended up marking Drayton Dickman out at the 17-yard line. So only a loss of 2 back to the 19. So it'll be 2nd and 12 now. A little mishap there in the backfield, Kelly.
Yeah.
He looked for Petter to his right, and Petter went left.
Yeah, I think he was going to do a little RPO out there to the right side because he was looking to see what the linebacker was going to do. But here with over half of the Nathaniel Funk Edward Jones third quarter, I like the drive.
2nd and 12. They get the defense jump, free play, throw it up. Marquise Dominguez, a one-head catch, and an Eagle touchdown, baby. You got to love it there. The flag is an offsides on the defense. That defensive end on the far side jumped. And I tell you what, Tucker Griffin taking advantage of the free play, throws it up, and Marquise Dominguez showing the hands there. The one-handed catch for the 19-yard touchdown. And the Eagles take their first lead of the second half, 26-24, pending the GT Lumber and Supply extra point attempt.
Finally, a catch on a huge.
Snap will come back to the 10-yard line. The snap is back. The hold is down. The kick is up, and it's away, almost blocked. And it's good. Aaron Guzman gets it through.
Hey, we got a little run into the kicker earlier on less than that. Unless they got the ball.
One official signaled he did get a tip,
okay.
So the contact with Guzman allowed. But the Eagles take their first lead of the second half, 27-24. 5:18 left in the half, or the third quarter. Let's take a timeout. Back with more Eagle football in a moment.
Extra points and field goals this season are brought to you by G-Town Lumber and Supply. G-Town Lumber and Supply, located at 9400 Brown Lane in Austin, Texas, serves general contractors, subcontractors, and the do-it-yourselfers. We specialize in dimensional lumber, decking, siding, doors and windows, hand-hewn timbers, KDAT lumber, and corbels. Visit us at 9400 Brown Lane in Austin, Texas, or visit our website at gtownlumberandsupply.com.
The Georgetown Eagle Football Booster Club scoring drive summary. The Eagles go 65 yards in 4 plays. Not giving the defense much of a break. They did it in 1 minute and 10 seconds, but boys, a drive you like. A beautiful passing catch, long play from the 44 of Georgetown down to the 17 of Vista Ridge to hit Drayton Dickman, and then a nice 19-yard touchdown strike from Tucker Griffin to Marquise Goodwin for the touchdown. Aaron Guzman adds on the extra point, and that's where we sit with 5:18 left in the third quarter, 27-24. Your Eagles back in front. The Vista Ridge Rangers waiting for their second opportunity of the half after a long 75-yard drive. But your Kelly or David comes back to truth. They're keeping the ball to try to keep it out of our hands, and we turn around in a minute and 10 and put it on the board. Kick fielded about the 4-yard line. Makes a man miss up to the 25 and then gets chopped down from behind. Thought the ball came out, but did not happen. Stops at the 28-yard line. And Vista Ridge will get the ball back, but the returner comes up limping. Sion Allen, he did take that shot from behind after he kind of got stood up and broke a tackle and then get popped from behind. He comes up getting help off the field, Kelly, there about the 30-yard line.
Yeah, I saw that the kick defender come in from behind and wrap him up around the knees. I hope it's not too serious.
He's getting a lot of help being brought off the field. 5:11 left, third quarter. 27-24, Georgetown leads. Scores from other games around the area.
So Leander and Bastrop are battling, and Leander is up 21-3 at the half. Vandergrift is up 45-0 over Cedar Park in the fourth quarter.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that? I didn't hear who you said.
Vandergrift is up 45-0 over Cedar Park in the fourth quarter as the fourth quarter is about to begin.
The Vipers putting it on the Timberwolves. From the 28-yard line, 1st and 10, Rangers turn around, hand it off to Garcia. Dances to the right, hit quickly there. And stacked up. They'll give him the 30-yard line, a gain of 2. So it'll bring up 2nd and 8. From the 30-yard line. Nice tackle there. Number 29 on the tackle, Seth Warren. He stepped up and made the hit.
Boy, right now your tackling has to be sure. And you got to get this stop.
2nd and 8, turn around, fake it, swing pass out to the left side, wide open at the 30, 35, and he runs into his own player and the defender, finally taken out of bounds, but it looks like right at the yard line to gain, maybe 1 yard extra. It'll be up to the 39, and that'll be another first down for Vista Ridge.
Boy, their play calling doing a great job of taking advantage of where Georgetown is not. And that quarterback's doing a great job of running their offense, and that's why they've had the success they've had this evening.
Jackson Harrell at the helm, keeping things going for the Rangers. 4:20 left here in the third quarter. Harrell turns around, hands it to Garcia. He cuts it right, makes a man miss, and then stacked up, but breaks out of it and dives forward, or backs forward for a gain of about 4 there, up to the 43-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd and 6.
Now we got a timeout.
Got an Eagle player down on the field. See who is down for the Eagles. 4:06 left here in the Nathaniel Funk third quarter. Michael Valenta, number 99, just rolled over and got up on his own, but he is coming off very gingerly there at the 40-yard line.
Some spit and crushed up rubber on that. We need that guy back in there.
He's coming up, walking pretty gingerly there alongside the trainer, Chad Hennessy. Hopefully Michael Valenta is all right. Vista Ridge ready at the ball. It'll be 2nd and 6 from the 43. 2 receivers stacked right, 2 receivers stacked left. Garcia in the backfield behind Harrell in the shotgun. Far side hash mark. Snap goes back. Handed off to Garcia. He's following a blocker, banks a tackle past the 45, up past midfield, dives forward and into Georgetown territory. And it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Rangers at the 48 of Georgetown. And they're going to go quickly here. Back to the line. Harrell takes it, fakes the handoff, swing pass left side. A hold on the outside. He's tackling the defensive back and no call right in front of the official.
And he looked back at it.
And a big gain on 1st down brings up another Vista Ridge 1st down. Wow. The defensive back tried to turn and run and got taken to the ground.
Well, the referees switched sides in the second half, or at each quarter, so I guess neither one of the line judges brought their flag with them tonight.
But a flag thrown on a personal foul on the Eagles, so on top of a 1st down gain, they get another 15 yards thrown by the same official that did not call the holding.
Wow.
That's a big turn right there from a 10-yard holding penalty to a 15-yard additional for Vista Ridge. So now they'll have it 1st and 10 at the Georgetown 22-yard line. Harrell back, hands it off. Garcia breaks the tackle and then gets stacked up there. Maybe a gain of 1, no gain. They're going to mark him back at the 22. So that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Not many times you've held him to a no gain here in the second half.
Well, if you're going bend and don't break, this is the don't break time.
3:20 left here in the third quarter. Harrell looks to the sideline. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Garcia back behind Harrell in the shotgun. Snap back, fake the handoff. Harrell drops back. He's looking at the end zone, heaves it up, and the ball broken up. Good play there on the defense. O.C. Presley breaks that one up. So it'll bring up a 3rd and 10 now on the incompletion.
Nice job by O.C. going up there and knocking that ball away. And he's not the tallest guy on the team.
Did a great job of breaking it up there. Yeah, O.C. comes in at 5'8", 160 pounds, the junior defensive back. But now 3rd and 10 from the 22. Harrell in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Garcia directly behind Harrell in the shotgun formation. Snap back to Harrell. He'll drop back about the 30. A little shovel pass forward, but it's dropped, and that's an incompletion on the shovel pass. That is a good call because then he picked it up and kind of found some room on the busted play. But it's dropped, and that's an incompletion. Brings up 4th and 10.
Big stop. Now you got to hold him here.
See if Vista Ridge, yep, they're going to go for the field goal again. He just gave the coach on the far sideline, gave the old kicking motion. So 4th and 10, 3 minutes, 2 seconds left here in the third quarter. It's brought to you by Nathaniel Funk.
Edward Jones.
The Edward Jones representative, Nathaniel Funk, a proud sponsor of SHN and Georgetown Eagle football.
And a former coach here.
The ball will be placed back about the 28, 29-yard line, so a 38, 39-yard field goal. The snap back, the kick is up. Blocked! The Eagles block the field goal, and what a stand by this defense. Woo! Give it, Leo Diaz recovers it, and the Eagle defense makes a stand. Pressure up the middle and around the edge, and the field goal is blocked. The Eagles keep the lead, 27-24.
And you did – go ahead. You didn't have to mute me. I wanted to freak out because that was a great play. And
now we're going to mute him. No, I'm joking.
They've come close to blocking several kicks tonight.
They even getting that running into the kicker penalty. They have great advancement there on the line. I don't want to use the word, but I'm going to say it. Great penetration up the middle, but a good job there of getting the block, no penalties, and the Eagles get the ball back.
Kelly, you can go back on your YouTube and rewind it just a bit to see who got that block because I was zoomed in real good on it.
2:56 left on the clock. Hand off to Petter. He comes left side, and he's drugged down from behind. But no, I totally missed it. I thought Petter had it. What a fake by Tucker Griffin. And it's a swing pass out to the right side. A gain of about 2 on first down, maybe 3. So the Eagles take over at their own 26-yard line. Now it's 2nd and 7 from the 29. Direct snap to Petter. He goes right side, follows Griffin up past the 30, spins out of a block at the 35, up to the 40, drags a tackler out of bounds. And now Petter lays there. Hopefully he's all right. Slow to get up, but he gets up. Big run on 2nd and 7 for Petter. And it'll be another Georgetown Eagle borrow from Morrow first down.
Leo Diaz on that block and recovery.
What a job by Leo Diaz. A borrow from Morrow first down up to the 40-yard line. 2:13 and running on the clock here in the third quarter. Two backs in the backfield. Now one goes in motion. Griffin back to pass. He's looking right. A little crossing route. Marquise Dominguez makes the catch, spins out of a tackle, brought down just short of midfield. So it'll bring up a 2nd and 1. Good catch there. Well, I tell you what, Marquise Dominguez showing the hands here in the second half.
Finally. And we're making those catches now. This is a big drive. Big drive.
2nd and 1 at the 49 of Georgetown. They need a yard to midfield to get a first down. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Petter in the backfield. Offset to the right side of Tucker Griffin. 1:25 left in the quarter. Griffin hesitates. Now he'll clap the hands, get the ball back, pull it out of the belly of Petter, and he's going long, and he's got a wide open man. Did he overthrow him? About 2 yards overthrown. He overthrows Marquise Dominguez. A little more airtime, and we may have had a touchdown. Is that Dickman? Dickman back in there. That's good to see him back on the field.
That answers the question, though. Can you overthrow him? Yes, you can.
A little bit more air into that one, and it'd have been another 6 on the board. But it brings up 3rd and 1 from the 49-yard line. 1:14 left here in the third quarter. I'm Wally Harmon alongside Kelly Duvall, Doppler Dave England running the camera tonight. Our producer, Jerry Ann Harmon, and Holden Tuma, the statistician, up here in the booth with us. Direct snap, Patter, he gets it across midfield, almost all the way up to the 45. They'll mark him down at the 47. So it'll be another borrow for Morrow first down for the Eagles into Vista Ridge territory. And Andrew Petter getting a lot of action here in the second half as we kind of expected.
Andrew has really done a great job of carrying this offense tonight, and it's been fun watching this young man run the football. Runs low, keeps his pads down. It's good to watch.
1st and 10 from the 47 of Vista Ridge. Weston Bruce in motion. He'll set up offset right of Tucker Griffin. Pitch it off to Petter. Bruce gets the block. Petter hit about 3 yards deep and gets back to the line of scrimmage and no gain. But a good job by Petter to not have a negative play there. So it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 47.
They're in no hurry. I think they want to score in front of the student section tonight.
They're taking their time. 25 seconds left on the clock. We'll see if they call another play.
Blue Crew doing a good job showing up and being loud tonight. It's good to see all those kids in the stands for the Blue Crew tonight.
The play clock stopped at 9 seconds, and it's been there for a while. It looks like the Eagles will let the clock run out on the third quarter. 27-24, the Eagles lead it by 3 here after 3 complete quarters. We'll take a timeout with them. Come back for fourth quarter action. You're listening to Georgetown Eagle football on SHN Sports.
Fourth quarter sponsor for this season is Minuteman Press Georgetown. Minuteman Press Georgetown is your one-stop print shop. From business cards to signage and now turnkey mailing solutions for flyers, postcards, bulk mailing, and more. Minuteman Press Georgetown can help bring exposure to your business. For more information, visit mmptx.com.
We're back for fourth quarter action live here at Birkelbach Field. The Eagles have it. 2nd and 10 from the 47 of Vista Ridge. Vandergriff is in my head now of the blowout that they are putting on Cedar Park. Tucker Griffin gets a shotgun snap, pulls it out of the belly of Petter. Quick screen out to Dickman, and he breaks the tackle down the sideline. 45, 35, 30, 25, and just take it down at the 20-yard line. Not many men can do it, but 25 gets to him and takes him down in that late penalty. And now Dickman comes up hobbling off the field. Tackle made by number 25, Brandon Basto, and he may get called. It may be a sideline penalty on the Eagles.
Referee's down.
Coach Griffin does not look happy. Let's see what they're talking about here.
They tripped over somebody on the sideline.
So a big play on 2nd and 10. So no sideline warning, a 15-yard penalty thrown against the Eagles. Coach Griffin is not happy with that. That's a controllable call right there. So now instead of 1st and 10 at your own 20-yard line, it's backed all the way up to the 34-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10. At the 34 of Vista Ridge. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Petter in the backfield behind Tucker Griffin. Turn around, fake the handoff, roll out left. Griffin on the run, throws. Receiver over in the on the far sideline. Unable to make the catch. I think it came out. Bruce unable to make the catch. So it'll be a 2nd and 10 now from the 34.
Sure do need to put points on the board here.
How many times do you see the sideline warning, but because the official went down, it's a 15-yard flag, the first time it happens tonight, and that's a big one for the Eagle offense. 11:33 left in the ball game. Direct snap to Patter, right side. He follows Griffin. Griffin gets a block, and it's a chop block. See who they throw a flag in late here. It should be on Vista Ridge. A man down for Vista Ridge, slow to get up. Petter got about 2 yards on the carry, but a flag came in from the near side line judge. So we'll see what happens here. Number 1, Sion Allen, stopped about the 34-yard line here on the near side. Looks to be shaken up.
Yeah, the defender came in and cut
Tucker
at the knees.
Well, the Eagles benefit from a call back to get those 15 yards. And you hate that. You hope a player doesn't get hurt on something like that. You don't want the official to get hurt, and I get the penalty. It just the timing was horrible for the Eagles. But then right there, that block, you saw it when Griffin's feet came out from under him. So a beneficiary here of the Eagles as they get it now 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line, right at the Smoothie King red zone. 1st and 10 for the Eagles. 3 receivers left, 1 right. Now Dickman in motion to the left side. Griffin gets the handoff. Swing pass out, barely gets it into the hands of Dickman, but it's read quickly there. The same pass has been, the kind of wide receiver screen has been going back and forth, left side, right side, and that one's snuffed out by the Rangers. And a loss of 4 on 1st down brings up 2nd and 14.
The defender couldn't decide whether he wanted to try to pick the ball or go after the receiver, and I think he made the wrong choice because he went after the receiver, and he had an opportunity to pick that one if he looks up.
So a 2nd and 14 for the Eagles at the 24 of Vista Ridge. 10 minutes, 40 seconds left in the ball game. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Snap back. Griffin, quick screen out. Gets it in the hands of Weisheimer, and he's driven out of bounds about the 17-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 7, so that's going to bring up a 3rd down for the Eagles now. It's 3rd and 7 from their 17. First time for a catch tonight from Weisheimer. One of the tight ends here for the Eagles. 10:29 left here in the ball game. 27-24. Eagles lead it by 3 over Vista Ridge. Marquise Dominguez, the lone receiver right. Drayden Dickman, the lone receiver left. Petter directly behind Griffin in the shotgun. Now he'll move to the right side of Griffin in the backfield. Dickman in motion, and now a penalty flag here. Looks like it's going to be a false start. Nope, it was going to be a delay of game. Coach Griffin read it and used his first timeout. 10:29 left in the ball game. We'll take a timeout with them. You're listening to Eagle Football here on SHN Sports.
Fourth quarter sponsor for this season is Minuteman Press Georgetown. Minuteman Press Georgetown is your one-stop print shop. From business cards to signage and now turnkey mailing solutions for flyers, postcards, bulk mailing, and more. Minuteman Press Georgetown can help bring exposure to your business. For more information, visit mmptx.com.
We're back here live in the JCT Memorial Broadcast booth, brought to you by JMTs. You can visit them at jmts.com. Kelly DeVault.
Hello.
A great fourth quarter, a great battle here. Welcome to the ball game. Glad you could join us. Dave England to my right, Kelly DeVault to my left. We just heard over the PA, wide out at Liberty Hill next week. If you can be at the ball game, join us live at Liberty Hill, 7 o'clock kick next Friday night on September the 9th. If not, you can wear white in your living room and watch it here on SHN Sports. The Eagles have it 3rd and 7 from the 17-yard line. 1 receiver left, 1 right. Petter to the left side of Griffin in the backfield. Shotgun snap. Comes back to Griffin. Fakes the handoff, looking left, and he's going to throw it up to the corner. Drayden Dickman goes and gets it. Touchdown, Eagles. That's Marquise, number 2 and 6. Marquise having him a second half tonight.
Yeah.
He went up, and I tell you what, a double move there. Did you see that, Kelly? Broke it in and went to the corner, and Tucker Griffin hung it up there beautifully. And Marquise with the 17-yard touchdown catch. And the Eagles expand their lead to 9, 33-24.
Very, very well-designed play and carried out very well because Tucker kind of took a step to his right, which kept that linebacker there, and the corner bought the fake.
The G-Town Lumber and Supply extra point attempt is up, and it is good. Aaron Guzman knocks it through, and the Eagles now lead by 10. And how important is that? Here in the last quarter, 10:22 left in the ball game, but the Eagles take some time off the clock, drive it all the way down, and put it up by double digits now. The first double digit of lead of the game for anybody, but the first time a two-possession game for anybody to lead in this ball game.
Now that kind of takes Vista Ridge out of their game of ball control because they've got to score twice now, so they're going to have to take some chances down the field a little bit. They can still run the ball because they've had some gash plays here and there, so they don't have to go totally away from it. It's not time for them to panic yet, but they're not going to be able to stick to that just smash mouth football and take up 6-8 minutes on a drive.
So the Eagles go 78 yards in 12 plays. And they take some time off the board. The Syntex Shirts and Embroidery kickoff. Aaron Guzman drops back. It's like the Eagles have gone away from the three-headed kicking monster here. Guzman's leg being shown off in this ball game. As he'll send this one deep again. This one down the middle of the field. It'll be fielded about the 8-yard line. And the Rangers right up the middle of the field, and it's wide open. Break a tackle, but he's tackled. Oh, shoestring tackle there. Number 7, Isaac Montgomery, the sophomore. The seas parted. He took it right up the middle, but a shoestring tackle. And he comes down about the, see where they spotted at. Be about the 37-yard line. So Vista Ridge will have it with 10:16 left here in the ball game. Down by 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Wally, I want to go back and talk about that throw by Tucker. In the first half, he seemed to be off a little bit, but in this second half, he has really gotten back to that accurate passing.
Quick swing pass out to the left side from Harrell to his receiver. He gets up past the 40, 45 in Lewis, all the way out on the near side to make that tackle. And it'll be a 1st and 10 on the play for Vista Ridge up to midfield. Big 14-yard gain on first down. And you're absolutely right. Tucker Griffin finding that groove and some passes, finding the mark for him and his receivers. Quick pass, swing it out to the right side, and the receiver dropped it, and he had about 10 yards of open territory. That swing pass seems to have no one around it within 10 to 15 yards, Kelly. It's like the defensive backs don't see it coming. The defensive matchup there kind of showing some weakness, and the Vista Ridge seems to be exploiting that.
Well, and you run it until they stop it, and they hadn't stopped it yet, so they're going to keep running it.
2nd and 10 from midfield. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Harrell in the shotgun with 10 minutes left in the ball game. Turn around, hand it to Garcia. He dances left, gets an opening, and hits it up the middle. Up 5 yards past the 40 to the 37-yard line. It'll be a gain of 13. On 2nd and 10, another first down for Vista Ridge.
Man, both teams are getting away with some holds. There was another one there on the end.
1st and 10, quick handoff. Nope, swing pass, he fakes it, but it was red. Harrell's going to have to run. He runs right, and he gets popped about a 3-yard gain. They'll give him 4 on the carry. Let's see here, 1, 2, 3 yards. So they'll bring up 2nd and 7. Harrell was going to swing it out to the right side.
Yeah.
He got red there.
Well, and whenever he tried to break out, the turf monster grabbed that 5th cleat on the bottom of his shoe and just made him stumble a little bit, or he was going to have a good gain.
2nd and 7 from the 34. Harrell fakes the handoff, drops back. He's looking long, and now he's being pressured. He's going to have to tuck it and run. He tries to stiff arm, miss it, but a tackle missed there. And now he's driven out of bounds by O.C. Presley. Jacob Faltusek not happy with himself. He missed the tackle but got the towel of Harrell. He gets up and throws the towel into the bench. Harrell goes and retrieves it. Faltusek not happy with himself for missing the tackle. It'll be another first down for Vista Ridge at the 26-yard line of Georgetown. So Harrell making some plays on his own, having to scramble, being pressured in the backfield. 1st and 10 from the 26, turns around, hands it to Garcia, left side. Faltusek will make the tackle, but not before about a 4-yard gain, giving 5 yards up to the 21. 2nd and 5 now. 9 minutes left here in the ball game.
We need those big boys up front to start controlling those running lanes and shutting those running lanes down. Let the linebackers get in those gaps and stop those runs.
Snap back, fake handoff, swing it out to the right, wide open, and the chase is on, and they'll finally drive him out of bounds inside the 15, down to the 12-yard line. The swing pass is being exploited against this defense over and over, and now a man down for the defense. Trying to see who this is. It looks like it may be Brandon Stovall Hawkins down on the field. We'll take a quick break and be back with more Eagle football on SHN Sports.
Kickoffs this season are sponsored by Syntex Shirt and Embroidery. At Syntex Shirt and Embroidery, we offer a variety of unique custom clothing and gifts, as well as personalized embroidery for gifts, schools, fundraisers, businesses, and more. Stop by our shop at 1911 North Austin Avenue, Suite 103, and check out our in-stock spirit apparel, or check out our website at www.syntexshirt.com.
Back to live action. 1st and 10 from the 12. Harrell hangs it off to Garcia, finds a hole, but it closes quickly up past the 10, maybe to the 8-yard line. A gain of 4 on first down. That'll bring up 2nd and 6 for the Rangers. 8:30 left in the ball game.
Boy, I don't like bend, don't break defenses, but I'll take it right now.
Brandon Stovall Hawkins got up, walked off under his own power there, but hopefully he's all right. And a handoff here to the near side and blown up in the hole and knocked down. What a tackle there. Landry Leggett shot through the hole and knocked down the running back for a loss of 2. Back to the 10-yard line.
Nice job by the junior linebacker coming through and making the play, and we've been calling his name a lot in these first 2 games. And it's nice to see Landry making plays as a junior.
They went away from Garcia. In the backfield now is number 27, Zion Harper. He's the one that was met rudely there by Landry Leggett. 3rd down and 8 from the 10-yard line. Vista Ridge with 2 receivers left, 1 right. Harrell in the shotgun. Snap back, fakes the hand. Nope, hands it off. Zion makes a man miss at the 10, gets forward about 2 yards. Back to the 8-yard line, and that'll bring up 4th down and 6 for the Rangers.
Do you go for it here?
I'm almost thinking you take the points now.
Yeah, take the points.
If you don't, and you don't get the touchdown, here you take the field goal, you would think. But Coach Chad Scott, he'll take a timeout and think about it. Here in quarter number 4, brought to you by Minutemen Press of Georgetown, a proud sponsor of Georgetown football and SHN Sports. They've been with us several years. And Minutemen Press brings you 4th quarter action. A timeout on the field, 7:10 left here in the ballgame. Quick timeout. Back with more Eagle football in a moment.
Kickoffs this season are sponsored by Syntex Shirt. 4th quarter sponsor for this season is Minuteman Press Georgetown. Minuteman Press Georgetown is your one-stop print shop. From business cards to signage and now turnkey mailing solutions for flyers, postcards, bulk mailing, and more. Minuteman Press Georgetown can help bring exposure to your business. For more information, visit mmptx.com.
And back here in the JCT Memorial broadcast booth, brought to you by JMTs. JMTs.com. The Rangers select to go for the field goal attempt. The ball be spotted at the 15, a 25-yard attempt. High snap, brought back down. The kick is up, and it's away. And it is good. Number 86, Caden Cornwell, knocks it through. And the Georgetown lead cut back to 7. 34-27, 7:06 left here in the ball game. Vista Ridge now, though. Dave, you were talking about in the timeout. We'll keep it here to talk through this timeout. Vista Ridge burnt a timeout early in the 3rd quarter. They just take the second timeout right there. So 7 minutes, 6 seconds left in the ballgame. You're down 7. You've got to make a stop. Your offense has got to put a touchdown on the board, and you only have 1 timeout.
Protect the ball is Georgetown. That's what the coaches are telling them right now. Protect the ball. Keep it on the ground. Run that clock. 7 minutes. 7:06 remaining.
It's time for us to have a 5.5-minute drive, put a field goal on the board, ice this thing.
Mm-hmm.
So the Vista Ridge Rangers, they took 11 plays, 3 minutes and 10 seconds to go, 28 yards. It stalled out when they got down to the 12-yard line there. And then all of a sudden the run got up at a 4-yard gain, but then they got driven back 2 yards, and then a stop again on third down forces that field goal. So a good job by this defense. Bend, don't break, and they did a great job there. And now Dickman, the lone receiver, back for return man, back for the Eagles, stands about the 8-yard line, comes on the near side hash mark. The kickoff from Cornwell. He'll kick it near side, left side. It's going to be fielded by the up man at the 27-yard line. And he'll go forward. That's on number 80, Dax Lambright. Take it out past the 30 to about the 32-yard line. So the Eagles will start this drive at 7:03 mark left in the ball game from their own 32-yard line. And you got to think here, we're gonna be calling the name of Andrew Petter a lot.
You know, and Andrew's done a great job, but we got to keep in mind this is a significantly better football team that we're playing tonight than we played last week. And I'm not bashing on Copper's Cove, but Vista Ridge is a quality football team.
Absolutely.
And very disciplined. They run their offense very well.
3 receivers left, none right. Petter right side of Griffin in the shotgun. Griffin will look over towards the sideline to get the call. 10 seconds left on the play clock. Now Petter directly behind Griffin in the backfield. He'll set off now to the left side. A defensive man trips and falls forward. A penalty flag flown. No one can figure out what happened there. All of a sudden, it's like he lost his balance. See who they call it on. I didn't see any movement on the O-line, but it's a 4. We're not next to the field, but it looks like it's going to be defensive. See what the offsides on the defense, number 58, Tatum Bentley. Kind of looked like he just fell forward out of his stance.
Yeah, he dove forward. It looked almost intentional. It's like he was trying to slap at the ball when it snapped it.
Trying to guess the snap. So now it'll be 1st and 5 from the 38-yard line.
Man, take those free yards.
Almost got it again.
Those yards are free 99.
Griffin will hand it off to Petter, right side. Gets up past the 40 to the 42, maybe the 43. We'll see which side they go with the spot. It should be the near side. Up to the 43, and it's going to be enough for a borrow for Morrow first down. Nice 5-yard run there by Andrew Petter.
Now you take your time. You run that play clock out.
Mm-hmm.
Is that Drayden back on the field? Good.
Drayden split left alongside 2 other receivers. So 3 receivers left. And this is where Tucker, I think, will have the freedom that if any of those defensive backs kind of shade in to stop the run, he can pull it and make the pass. He'll hand it off to Petter. Petter makes a man miss, drives over a tackler, gets forward for 2 tough yards, and that'll bring up 2nd and 8.
Boy, I just like how I don't know that he's had a negative run tonight, has he?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think he has. Our statistician is we're getting a no from our statistician, Mr. Tuma.
So from the 43 up to the 45-yard line, a gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8. And now you'll have 2 receivers split right, 1 left. For the Eagles, Weisheimer, the tight end on the right side. Petter offset to the right of Griffin in the shotgun. Snap back, pressure from the backside, handed off to Petter. He beats the pressure, and he finds an open hole. 45-40, 35-30. He's going to be caught from behind and inside the Smoothie King red zone. A big old run there by Andrew Petter. And he gets all the way into Vista Ridge territory down to the 18-yard line, 20-yard line. Where are they going to spot him? Right at the 20.
Okay, new game plan. Score touchdown, make them score 2 touchdowns. Put this up by 2 touchdowns.
A 25-yard run there by Andrew Petter. He's got to be close to popping the 200-yard mark. He's at 192 yards unofficially here in our booth. Andrew Petter doing the job tonight. Another night up over 170 yards 2 weeks in a row.
MVP.
5 minutes left. Handoff. Andrew Petter left side makes a man miss. Up past the 15. Breaks the tackle down to about the 10-yard line. On the borrow from Morrow first down. It'll bring up a 2nd and 1. They spot him down at the 11. And that'll put him up over 200 yards.
201 yards on the night.
So patient. Love those runs, man. He just waits for the hole to open, and then it's quick to get through them.
4 minutes, 35 seconds left in the ball game. A lot of time on the play clock, but they're not going to wait for it. Shotgun snap back. Hand it to Petter, left side, past the 10. Makes a man miss to the outside. 5, stiff arm. Touchdown, Eagles. Andrew Petter takes it in. 11-yard touchdown run. No hankies on the field. It's going to count, boys, and the Eagles lead it by 13.
That was a great run, and after that first tackle was missed, Andrews just stiff-armed the cornerback, makes his way to the end zone. That's a TD, boys.
4:27 left here in the ball game. 67-yard touchdown drive by the Eagles. The Georgetown Lumber and Supply extra point attempt. Snap is going to be back, placed down at the 10-yard line. Guzman puts a foot on it. The ball is up, and the kick is good. 41-27. Eagles lead it by 14 with 4:27 left in the ball game. Quick timeout. More Eagle football on SHN in a moment. Back here in the JCT Memorial Broadcast booth, brought to you by JMTs. The Eagles waste no time. The Georgetown Eagle Football Booster Club scoring drive summary. 5 plays, 67 yards, 2 minutes, 36 seconds off the clock, capped by an 11-yard run for Andrew Petter. 25 carries, 212 yards on the night for Andrew Petter, 4 touchdowns. The kick deep, fielded at the 3-yard line by the Rangers. He's going to come out left, makes a man miss, runs over a man, but the man holds on to him and makes the tackle at the 30-yard line. I was going to say, I thought the field judge was spotting him at the 34. I was like, that happened about the 30 or 31. They didn't go that far forward. But Vista Ridge will start with 4 minutes, 20 seconds left on the game clock. Down by 2 touchdowns. The Eagle offense responded well there. Run the ball. 2 minutes, 36 seconds and 5 plays. Hey, score a touchdown.
Let's score. Up 2 TDs. Now they've got to go downfield.
1st and 10 from the 31-yard line. Harrell backs up in the shotgun. He's going to sling it out to the right side. Catch made about the 38, but too quickly taken down there by the defensive back. Looks like the tackle made there by Leo Diaz. That'll be a gain of about 7 up to the 38-yard line. So 2nd and 3. Harrell in the shotgun. 3 receivers left, 1 right. He drops back 3 yards. Now he's going to have to scramble. There was a hold, no call on the run. Harrell makes the throw. The catch is made into Georgetown territory. Should have been a huge penalty back here. And now a timeout on the field as one of the defenders lost their helmet. Number 47.
Got a guy down.
Jude Greco.
Far sideline, 40-yard line.
The Eagles have a player down.
Cramp.
Looks like Leo Diaz.
Cramp.
If I'm not mistaken.
He did not get out of bounds, right?
I didn't think he did.
They stopped the clock to move the chains, but then they had the player down. So that clock should start.
So into Georgetown territory, down at the 42-yard line. Chad Hennessy getting his steps in tonight as he has now ventured across the field. All the players seem to be going down on the Vista Ridge side of the field. Athletic training team is getting plenty of steps in there. Number 3, Leo Diaz, cramping up there on the far sideline. 3:47 left here in the ball game, a 14-point lead for your Eagles. Currently listed in the Flex ATX Syntex standings as the #1 team in 5A this week. I don't know if you saw that, Kelly.
I did not.
Snoop Daniel and his team do so much good work at Flex ATX. Emily England, Dave's daughter, now a student at A&M. She was a Flex ATX reporter for Georgetown for a few years, 3 years, and did a great job. And I tell you what Snoop and them doing and the Horn just expanding high school coverage, putting these student athletes out there. It's just wonderful. Snap back to Harold on first down. Pressure. Oh, my goodness, there's the flag. Oh, my goodness, the pass underthrown. Harold had to scramble. Oh, Tyler Duncan got manhandled and tackled over there.
The fella in the white hat seen it. He's seen him.
Oh, my goodness. Poor Tyler Duncan didn't get to make a tackle. He got tackled on that. That'll back up Vista Ridge. Number 74 whistled there. Graydon Milligan.
Some cynicism in this clap.
I think a lot of it. So it'll be 1st and 20 now from their own 48-yard line. Harrell in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 right. 3:36 left in the ball game. Harrell backs up about 3 yards. The blitz coming. A little shovel pass forward. And it's loose, but it's going to be whistled incomplete. The defense read that well. 3 defenders right in the face of Jackson Harrell. And that's incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 20 now.
Defense is still playing aggressive, and I like seeing that. You get a lot of hats to the ball. A lot of guys running after where the ball is, and man, they got to make these tackles now.
Where I thought the offense would have not been as aggressive, I can't understand if the defense went not aggressive now. Coach Nicky's got them ramped up. 2nd and 20 on their own 48-yard line. Harrell drops back 5-6 yards. Pressure coming. He's going to heave it long. He looks like he's overthrown. An interception. We held on to it. Yes. The Eagles get the interception. Let's see who comes away with that one.
16.
He got knocked down by Coach Nicky. I love it. Oh, number 16, Garrett Lloyd. He comes away with the interception. Did you see him hit the ground, Kelly?
I
He
did.
held on to that ball. He curled up in the fetal position. He was not dropping that one. Garrett Lloyd doing a great job bringing that one in for the defense, and now the Eagles can run this timeout. 3:23 left in the ball game.
Did you see him cradle that ball?
There we go.
Just hanging on to it.
And there's the trash can. Coach Nicky giving it the boot. There he throws it back behind the bench. Dave getting it on camera for us. Coach Nicky fired up. He went and chest bumped Garrett Lloyd and knocked him down. So now the Eagles have it 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line. 2 running backs. Hand it off. No, Tucker Griffin, nice pull. Keeps it right up the middle, and he gets a nice 7-8 yard run there.
Good read.
Petter got hit quickly. Petter didn't have the ball. Griffin, a great read. Good, like you said, Dave, what a job to pull that one out and keep it for himself.
Yeah, now Vista's got to figure out when they want to use this timeout. 1st down, and we start talking iced.
2nd and 2 from the 17-yard line. And now all of a sudden, the Eagles are taking their time on the play clock. Down to 14 seconds on the play clock. 2:47 on the game clock. 2 receivers right, none left. Griffin surrounded on both sides by running back. Shotgun snap. Comebacks to Griffin. He'll hand it to Petter this time. Around the outside edge. Spins back. Cuts back past the 19 up to the 20-yard line. And that'll be enough for an Eagle 1st down. The borrow from Morrow 1st down. And that's a crucial one right there, boys. With only 1 time left. 2:33 on the clock. The Eagles prepared to run this one out and take the win.
Yes, and this Minuteman press 4th quarter, man, the Eagles have looked like a different football team.
You know what, we talk about that every year, not just the Eagle team, but other teams. What adjustments, what changes, what can these coaches do to spin the tide at halftime coming out of the locker room? And this Eagle offense and defense have both responded in the second half.
Right. And they've done a phenomenal job in this second half.
1st and 10 from their own 20. Shotgun snap back. Hand it off to Petter, and he'll get right back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Pile up there. Everyone expecting that run. you almost think now they might go to something like a little pitch rollout, anything to get the ball away from the pack.
Yeah, and you saw Andrew on that previous run. He started out on the outside of the hashes, and then he cut back in so nobody could even pretend he was going anywhere near the sideline.
He hit that hash mark, and it was like a spin button on the computer. Boy, it spun him right back inside. He was not going to play with that sideline. Heads up running by your junior running back.
I don't know what the spin key is on a Xbox controller, but somebody hit it.
Petter now to the right side of Griffin in the shotgun. 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Far side hash mark. Back to Griffin. He'll hand it off to Petter. He goes to the left side, cuts back to the middle, and he gets forward almost to the 25, make it the 24 as well. They'll spot him. And I think Coach Chad Scott will call his final timeout. 1:13 left in the ball game. It'll be a 3rd and 6 when we come back. Quick timeout. Back with more Eagle football on SHN Sports in a moment. And back here at Birkelbach Field, 1:13 left in the ball game. The Eagles 3rd and 7, 3rd and 6. Griffin will keep it right up the middle, runs over a tackler, stretches out. He may have got the first down.
He got it.
And he did. What a run by Tucker Griffin. He called his own number there, faked the handoff. They tucked towards Andrew Petter. He ran it up the middle, and when he laid out, he stretched the ball forward right to the 30-yard line and gets the spot. A borrow from Morrow, first down, a big 6-yard scramble on 3rd down for Tucker Griffin. And the Eagles are going to run it out. 50 seconds left in the ball game. Victory formation for the Eagles. Snap will come back to Griffin in a few seconds. 15 left on the down clock.
Shame we don't have Dave on the sideline
What a job
for the interview
by this Eagle team tonight. Snap back to Griffin. He'll take a knee with 37 seconds left. And that should do it. They'll reset the down clock. 25 now on the play clock. We'll see what they... And that will do it.
How about I'm looking forward to some stats.
I tell you what, the Georgetown Eagles in the second half made the changes necessary. They give up one scoring drive on the touchdown. They give up the field goal later when Vista Ridge is scrambling to try to get back in it. But a 75-yard drive given up the first drive of the second half by the Eagle defense. And did they ever respond after that here in the 3rd and 4th quarters? The offense went to work and did their job. And Tucker Griffin having a great night. Andrew Petter, I think game ball's got to be coming that man's way.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Snoop Daniels, Flex ATX. Andrew Petter, the junior running back, was on the top 10 watch list and had a great sophomore year. We kept calling him that. Just a super sophomore. But I tell you what, as a junior in his first 2 ball games, Andrew Petter's put on a show.
He has. And, whenever you talk about Andrew, you can't help but he carried this offense tonight. And we'll get his final stats here in just a little bit, but he put this offense on his back tonight and really did a phenomenal job. So tip of the cap to that young man, junior running back. He's got to be turning some heads.
And I love to say the fact that he's a junior, and we'll have him back next year. Drayden Dickman had a big ball game. Marquise Dominguez showed the hands in the second half. A couple of beautiful touchdown receptions himself. And then Tucker Griffin at the helm, just controlling the ball game and doing a great job of not turning the ball over outside of that big strip, that fumble on the sack. He got blasted on that. And if anyone held on that ball, I'd be surprised. But the first turnover of the year for Tucker, and it comes on a big sack. But no interceptions. A couple of opportunities tonight. Some passes that got read, but the defense dropped them, and you got to like that. You'll take that all day long. They returned that in kind. But when the defense needed to step up, they did, and when the offense needed to perform, they ran the ball, made some great passes.
Yep.
Great game plan entering the second half by this Eagle coaching staff.
Nice. Go ahead.
Let's take a quick timeout. We'll come back, get some stats, and we'll wrap it up. You're listening to Eagle Football here on SHN. The Eagles victorious 41-27 over Vista Ridge. We'll be right back on SHN.
The first quarter of tonight's game is sponsored by Fine Line General Contractor. At Fine Line General Contractor, we are dedicated to meeting and exceeding our clients' expectations in Central Texas. Fine Line offers a wide variety of construction services, including budgeting, design assistance, scheduling, project management, and more. Fine Line General Contractor, committed to building excellence and relationships. Visit our website at finelinegc.com or call us at 512-590-8392.
And we're back live here in the JCT Memorial broadcast booth. The fight song being played, or the school song being played here by the Georgetown Eagle Marching Band. The Georgettes, the cheerleaders, and the Eagle football team out on the field celebrating another win, a big win at home, and now the Eagles go 2-0 to start the year. And a big ball game on the road next week. We'll be live at Liberty Hill High School to take on the Liberty Hill Panthers. They had a big ball game tonight. I believe they took on Dripping Springs at Dripping Springs tonight. We'll see. It'd be interesting to see how Liberty Hill did. But the Eagles are victorious, 41-27. At halftime, it was 21-20. Vista Ridge only put up was 21-20. Only put up 7 points here in the. That didn't seem right.
Say that again.
3 points, huh? They got a field goal, right?
No, they
6
had,
points.
They had 2 field goals.
2 field goals. That's
no
right.
touchdowns
No
in the second half.
And so then that makes it. I totally brain farted on that one. But that we were talking about the bend don't break and the extremity of that the Eagles did tonight. But this defense held when it became time inside that red zone. And you love to see the defense respond like that. To this that kind of pressure being applied. Jackson Harrell ran a great game for the we said that coming in. He's an athlete at quarterback. He did a good job. The Garcia ran hard in the second half, but this defense just not being friendly in the second half.
The coaches always seem to come out at halftime, and they've made those adjustments. Different position coaches and everything. They've talked to their group, and they just Georgetown just dominates the second half generally. You know.
And what a great crowd tonight. I give credit to the student section. They came out en masse. The home side full to enjoy a great first home game of the season. And, boy, they were awarded with a great ball game. Stat-wise, it just comes back to Andrew Petter. 28 rushes, 219 yards, 3 rushing touchdowns, 2 catches for 28 yards, and another touchdown. 4 touchdowns on the night, accounting for 247 yards of offense. Tucker Griffin managing another good ball game. 15 of 23 passing for 201 yards, 3 touchdowns, and a fumble. Drayden Dickman, 7 catches, 116 yards. Marquise Dominguez, 3 catches for 45, but none bigger than 2 for touchdowns, both there in the second half. What do you got on the scoreboard, Kelly?
So Liberty Hill actually is playing Hutto right now.
Hutto, it was Hutto. I apologize. I had to yell at you.
They're in the fourth quarter, and Hutto is up 49-28.
I tell you what, talking about local teams in this area, in the Syntex area, Hutto. I tell you what, Will Hammond is a great quarterback, and if that kid continues to have a season like he's had in the first 2 games, Hutto's going to be a contender in that District 12 of 6A football.
I'm really glad they moved up.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. They would be in our district at this point. Weiss last night got a loss put on their scorecard. Austin LBJ came out and put a whooping on Weiss last night. Fun to watch that game. EJ Sanchez on the IHS Fan Network, a good friend of ours, calls games for Weiss, and so I got to watch a little bit of that game on and just Weiss. I tell you what, LBJ's a tough team in the Syntex area. You'll see them make a run after Coach Finner. Their only loss coming in week 1 against a good Maynard team. And so a lot of great football in this area, Lake Travis, Westlake, just a lot of great top teams in the state.
So Vandergrift final over Cedar Park, 45-0.
Wow. I don't know.
Beating Cedar Park.
You'd have to look back. I think a long way to ever find Cedar Park started season 0-2.
Wow.
Yeah.
But Vandergrift is a good 6A team. They lost on a last-second field goal, to 41-yard field goal by Dripping Springs last week in their season opener. But they are a good football team, and so not surprising that they put it on it. I think more surprising is the fact that it happened to Cedar Park.
Yeah.
And so that's one of our opponents here in district. We played the last game of the year at home. Thank you on that draw this year. But I tell you what, an impressive win for this Georgetown Eagle team. They got the interception there late to seal that one up as Harrell throwing one up to the end zone, and a good play there on the defensive side. They get the turnover when they need it. Coach Nicky pumped up there in the second half. But the changes I think you give that right, Dave. You got to give credit to these coaching changes at halftime and what they brought out. Kelly was right. I don't think you went in and saw a bunch of yelling and heard a bunch of yelling. You went in and said, hey, let's fix this. Let's no more of this going on. Let's fix it. And boy, they came out on both sides of the ball and did that.
We're doing this to ourselves. Was probably the message at halftime.
And, you know, we've sat in this booth for years now, and sometimes you would see a lot of frustration in the booth next to us. But this they're just cool as the other side of the pillow.
Yeah.
You know?
Garrett Lloyd, the big interception, and he gets a chest bump by Coach Nicky and gets knocked down.
That was more than a chest bump.
Eastview tonight are playing against Copperas Cove, 32-3. Copperas Cove with the win, or is that over yet?
It's hard to say, but in the fourth quarter, at least, that was 32-3.
And so Copperas Cove looking to go 1-1 after a loss last week to the Georgetown Eagles. Georgetown sits pretty now, 2-0, here to open up the season. A tough last non-district game on the road next Friday night at Liberty Hill to take on the Panthers. They'll be looking for to right the ship before district starts for themselves after a tough loss to Hutto tonight. And so an opportunity for this Eagle team, one, to go on the road, play a super tough opponent in a hostile environment. Liberty Hill has crowds at home like Georgetown has crowds at home, and you got to imagine this crowd will travel well. And we'll bring it to you live here on SHN. 6:15 pregame, 7 o'clock kick, live on SHN Sports. White out if you're going to Liberty Hill. That's the key to remember. Wear white and white out the stadium.
Wally, I do want to say, folks, you have watched this broadcast free tonight because of our gracious sponsors that you've seen their advertisements through. So if you get the opportunity, go into these places, use their services, and let them know you heard it here on SHN Sports and that their dollars are being well spent to help keep these broadcasts free, because there are a lot of schools in Central Texas who are having their broadcast tonight and people are having to pay for it. So we want to keep these free, and our sponsors are letting us do that. So please, please, please visit our sponsors and let them know you appreciate what they're doing for us.
And a shout out to the Bearded Wonder. Some of the graphics and the pictures and stuff that we're able to put Kelly's able to put together for us is just incredible, and we really appreciate that. What a great night for all the parents out there that came out on Parents Night. You know, get to see the dub.
I think even on top of that, speaking of Parents Night, grandparents in the stands. Peggy Griffin was here to enjoy the game all the way from Pensacola, Florida. The coach is the mom of Coach Chuck Griffin, the grandmother of quarterback Tucker Griffin. It was great to, one, meet her in person and get to see her tonight, sitting down there with Melanie, Coach's wife, and so awesome for them to be here. And to the family of Miss Melanie Griffin, Coach's wife, the Thomas family living in Florida as well. Paul Thomas listens there live to the games, and so we want to make sure we remember them. Papa Thomas listening live as his grandson Tucker Griffin at the helm of the Eagle offense. I tell you what, though, you couldn't make it happen without all these sponsors, Kelly. You're so right, and we thank them all. Fine Line General Contracting, Works Construction, Borrow from Morrow, Syntex Shirts and Embroidery.
Watch the closing credits, folks.
You can go to all of
list them all.
But none. And I'm gonna bring it back to this because I couldn't do it last week. I wasn't ready to. But none bigger to me and personally to me, and you guys have brought this about this year, and I appreciate it. The JCT Memorial broadcast booth is a salute and an honor to my grandson that did not survive. He was born. He was stillborn back in July. And the sponsor, JMT's, are his other set of grandparents, and they're here tonight with us, Omar and Susie. And so it's the sponsors like this that make it fun, that make it possible, that allow us to have the fun we do up here in the booth with these boys and to highlight them. But to honor our grandson, and I say mine, but our grandson, the Tonkins here with me tonight. My wife, Jerry Ann, produces this for us. Jason Chance Tonkins will never be forgotten. And to his parents, Jordan and Skylar, my daughter and son-in-law to be here January 23rd in Jamaica when they get married. A shout out to them. What the struggle is real. And so I appreciate you guys allowing us to honor his memory this year in the memorial booth named after JCT, Jason Chance Tonkins. To Omar and Susie, thank you for your sponsorship. JMTs, we are forever grateful for that sponsorship.
Wouldn't have it any other way, my friend. We love you, buddy.
So thanks for joining us tonight. What a way to win this one on Parent Night, and now to go to that last non-district game in Liberty Hill, 2-0 on the year. The Georgetown Eagles victorious, 41-27 over the Vista Ridge Rangers.
I'm excited about that game.
Yes, indeed.
If people remember, they are the state runner-up. They were at Cowboy Stadium last year, and that's going to be a fun game to watch. Fast-paced. I'm excited.
We'll be there bringing it to you live.
But the next broadcast will not be at Liberty Hill.
No.
It will be Wednesday night live from the Golden Rule, 606 South Church Street. Man, you got to give the shout-outs to Cody Hurt and to Tommy McCormick, the owners. And I can't tell you what, I told her we were going to do it, and we're going to do it every week. Nina, our own personal bartender that takes care of the show and of all the patrons that come to it. What a show on Wednesday night. The turnout was great. The trivia fun as ever. Join us live Wednesday night from the Golden Rule, 606 South Church Street, to enjoy the Coaches Show live, or join us here on SHN. We'll have it 6 p.m., from the Golden Rule. Thanks for joining us tonight. We'll see you on Wednesday night and next Friday in Liberty Hill. But remember, it doesn't cost you a dime to be kind. Have a good night, everyone.